Welcome to the show, everybody. My name is McRaptor, and we are about to have a fun time watching some of the best content available in all of Dark Souls and Bloodborne history. We are going to show you a hitless tournament in every single SoulsBorne game ever created. Demon Souls, Dark Souls 1 through 3, Bloodborne. Just amazing stuff. The highest level PvE content absolutely possible out there. You're about to see it. These players are going to go through the entire game trying to be perfect, essentially. They are going to take as few hits as possible, and they're going to go head to head in a team environment. The hitless or no-hit run was essentially born out of need for additional challenge in Dark Souls and Bloodborne content on Twitch and on YouTube. Essentially, these guys got so good at doing deathless runs and other weapon restriction runs and every run that you could imagine, torch only, fist only. They had done everything. And so this genius out there, the HappyHob, he came up with this concept of what if I went through the entire game being perfect? What if I never took a hit from any enemy or boss? Basically, like playing perfectly through the entire game, you know, a 2-3 hour run. That's exactly what he did in February of 2016 when he beat Dark Souls 1 for the first time ever without taking any hits from any enemies or bosses. From that, he inspired an entire industry of hitless or no-hit runners to challenge themselves in every single SoulsBorne game out there to see if they could go through the entire game without getting hit. So in this video series that you're about to watch, you're going to see 10 runners, 10 of the best at all of these games here, go head-to-head on two separate teams. Team Hunter's Dream with FaraazKhan, Donnie Wreck, McDrunkard, Gino Machino, and KWitty23 versus Team Patches, MiltyMilt, HappyHob, Otstarva, Couch Jockey, and Squillakilla. These guys are the absolute best at these games, and they are going to go head-to-head and try to get as few hits as possible for their team. The winning team, of course, gets to split the prize pool. So there's a lot on the line here, a lot of high-level competition, some of the best content that you can actually even imagine out here in Dark Souls and Bloodborne PvE. I'd say the usual thing, like you should like and subscribe and all that kind of stuff, and you should, but you guys are gonna like this content. Like, it is guaranteed. There's no way that you're not gonna enjoy this. This is the best stuff. So without further ado, here's the video. See you next time. Let's get ready to go. Gentlemen, good luck. It is tradition to do a countdown, and because this is the first time we've done Demon Souls, and the first time I've seen MiltyMilt in a tournament, and the first time I've seen Faraaz in a tournament in November of 2018, let us have you guys alternate on the countdown. If you do know how to count from 10 to 1, go ahead and
10? Oh my. Okay.
Yep.
10,
9,
8,
7,
6,
5,
4,
3,
2,
11.
go.
Good luck,
Okay.
guys.
Bye-bye. Good luck.
Oh, man. All right.
I'm excited for this madness, man.
I am.
Oh, man.
I don't know that we've properly introduced Mogenkai either.
We
If you
have
guys
not.
type in !CMT, those are the links to the Twitch channels of all the commentators from today, minus myself. You should know that I'm here. And I even showed my face today, so I am a real person.
And you guys look wonderful, by the way.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I might add, yes.
Do you look wonderful?
I don't know. I am. Like, when I saw you guys in your suits, I was like, oh my God, I was not prepared for this.
I am taking the jacket off, though, for the match.
That makes
What?
sense.
Really?
Yeah, man.
Dude, my jacket's comfortable. Anyways,
I mean, mine's comfortable too, but whoa, that was some scary Broly boy dodging
See,
going on.
what we're
starting
seeing
off
right now.
intense. All right. I guess we'll take the moment to allow Mogenkai to introduce himself.
Yeah.
Like, why do we have you on here again?
Why do you guys have me on here?
Why are you important? Why should we know you?
Well, if you guys are asking the question, I am Mogenkai. I am, of course, a SoulsBorne challenge runner as well. You know, I've done Demon Souls as well. Sorcery Only was my hitless run for this title, exclusively, specifically speaking. I also work on Bloodborne, of course, you know. But I'm here today because I feel like I understand the game, you know, quite well. So thank you guys for having me on here. Seriously, I really appreciate it.
Thanks
Awesome.
for being on, man. I've actually been trying to get you as a contender in a tournament for some time, but you keep having these excuses about work and
These schedules,
and
man,
like, you
it's
know,
hard.
volunteering at the homeless shelter and a bunch of bullshit like that. So like,
Ooh, that was risky. That was risky.
that was. All right.
So what you guys are witnessing right now, of course, is the tutorial, and I'm actually not sure if they're going to skip the tutorial today. Get past the Vanguard
They're
boss.
gonna do them.
It looks like they are, yeah.
I've
yeah,
heard there was a reason to do the tutorial as well. Like you get materials out of it.
So the one thing that you do get at the end of the tutorial, once you complete Vanguard, is a couple of items for free, and then upgrade materials as well. So it gives you an instant benefit and boost right off the bat in the beginning. So it is worthwhile, it is worth it, but you don't have to. And here we go, going into the first boss of Vanguard as well, which this is a slower fight for sure. You are definitely underpowered for this one, and it is precision out the booty for this, literally out the booty.
So I have a really important question, and that's because I haven't played Demon Souls in like 25 years.
Yes.
Can you play offline, or do you have to watch these stupid ghosts next to you the whole time?
So that's actually something that's in this naturally. The developer, of course, Miyazaki wanted to give you that notif, right? That there's always an online presence, and so those ghosts will always be here, right here, and then I think in one other area in the game, just to show that the online cooperative system was to be used.
It's there. All right,
Yep.
It's a little distracting, but I guess you get used to it, huh?
Yeah, I didn't even notice until you just said it right now.
Well, we've been doing so much Dark Souls 3 and Dark Souls 1 and Bloodborne that this is like really refreshing. I've been wanting to incorporate Dark Souls 2 and Demons for some time, but it's difficult because there aren't a lot of runners who do either. And Mogenkai, you run both games, right?
Yeah, well, I'm learning Dark Souls 2 at the current time.
Nice.
Still working on that one, but yeah, I love this game. This game's fantastic. And there's Vanguard for Milty, by the way.
Yeah. So Faraz got in earlier, but taking longer on the actual boss.
Yeah.
Got
But
a
safer
little
for
bit of a
sure.
whiff there with the halberd.
Absolutely. We can probably expect Miltymilt to finish first. I've seen his latest modifications to the runs, and he's going to the ordering that he's taking right now is going to basically speed up the entire process by a huge margin. We can expect him to be done within 2 hours and 15 minutes tops, I believe.
Ooh, that was scary. But yeah, Milty has a new. That's the thing that's gonna be really fun to watch today too. We're gonna see two variations of essentially the same run, and Milty having these I guess you can say 2K18 strats, as he calls it.
Ooh, chat saw the hacks.exe come up on Faraz's screen there. Oops.
And there we go, Miltymilt getting the items he requires.
Oh,
getting
no.
punched in the face.
You
by the Dragon God.
Died.
And no, chat. That's not a hit.
What? But deaths are a hit, Mogenkai. Why is that not a hit? Is that a scripted death?
That is a scripted event. You have to die there. No way around it, man. None.
Yep. And we have a new moderator in chat. I believe Viking Baruda's got the sword. He's going to keep order. You keep them in line. Chat and everybody, thank you for being here. We really appreciate your support. And Back Flippius, thank you for the resub as well. 2 months in a row. Back to back for Back Flippius. Thank you, man. And we got another death. Wow. 2 hits. 1 hit apiece. Hunter's Dream. Team patch is tied with 1.
Oh, man, this match is really tied up. 1 hit each.
Yeah. Ooh, we should assign... people to watch for hits though, because sometimes hits are missed in these tournaments.
They can be fast. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So who wants to get who?
I can take Milt.
All right, I'll be staring at Faraz then as much as I can be.
I stare at Faraz all the time.
So this is one thing that I think is gonna be really interesting to watch here. I'm not sure if FaraazKhan's gonna go in the same setting and speed of Miltymilt, but if you saw there on Milty's screen, he ran through all those Dreglings very, very precisely and very quickly. So yeah, I'm excited to see this from Faraz's perspective.
Chat, no, the hit from the big scary Dargon did not count. That was totally scripted. It's very similar to the Seath kill in Dark Souls 1 that we will see in the first match tomorrow. I don't even know if there's a skip for that. There probably isn't, right? There's no way to avoid that. Yeah.
It's 100% unavoidable.
Yeah. So when things like that happen in these runs, we have to make some modifications. It's not preferred, right? But it is what it is. Doesn't take away from the run.
Yeah, keep in mind that's the rules of Hitless as an origin as well. It's anything that is avoidable by every means possible. Like if there's a way to avoid it without breaking the game, then that it would count as a hit. But if there's just absolutely no way to organically dodge or make something miss, it's just not a runner.
Yeah, and that's a good point. It's we've got a similar situation there where some people will say, well, I got chain attacked, right? And I got stun locked into 3 hits. And it's like, yeah, that sucks. But if you get hit 3 times, you get hit 3 times. So
the only exception to this rule would be if you got chained attack in a certain way that there was absolutely no way to actually count it properly. Like take bone wheels, for example. That is a perfect example.
Or the
of
jailers
when
and stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and if it gets to that point, we'll explain. But for the most part, chain attacks, each hit counts. Deaths count as a hit as well, unless it's a one shot. Then that's just a single hit count. But if you get like hit once and then you live, but then fall off a ledge, which I don't think we've seen in a Hitless tournament. Maybe we'll get lucky.
You consider that lucky?
2. Well, it'd be kind of fun to watch. Not lucky for the player.
Yeah, I guess.
The graphics of this game actually, I feel like hold up pretty well.
They're not that bad,
yeah,
right?
Yeah,
the first time you see this game after, the first time you see it, you compare it very, very much to like the later games, Dark Souls 3, Bloodborne, and you think, the game is pretty old. But the more you look at it, the more you realize that it's really aged well and it's not bad at all. It's much closer to Dark Souls 1 than you'd might think.
All right, so to also bear in mind here, Milty just picked up one of the most important items for this run, the Thief's Ring. Very, 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 very useful, as it reduces aggro and range and obviously makes you more quiet. Just so dang important. There's actually 2 of them in the game too. That's the funny thing. But that's a very necessary item.
Sounds like another hack to me, but we will allow it this time. All right. Yeah, and the other thing too, we try to be, like in the tournaments especially, we try to be as consistent as possible from game to game so viewers don't have to be trying to figure out what the rules are when we switch to a different game and so forth. But in general, the overall philosophy has been to maintain the basic rules from whoever did it originally, right? So if the run was done in a particular way, like in Dark Souls 1, bows were always allowed. Same thing in Dark Souls 2, but they were banned from the beginning in Dark Souls 3. So we just ban them just because they were originally. Like, yeah, I know that's kind of lame. It's like, well, because we've always done it that way, but that's literally we're trying to recreate that initial feeling of the world first in the tournament environment. So we don't want to modify things too much to just throw the whole rhythm off. Does that make sense, guys?
Yeah, that definitely makes sense.
I would say it's 100%.
Oh man, these rolly balls are fun.
Probably one of the best little animations I can play there. Just seeing all those guys getting just like trampled on one by one.
Yep. Uh-oh, we have Twitch staff in chat. Ophelia, hello. Don't ban us.
Here. Be careful, guys. I met Ophelia, and I can say, man, that
she's awesome.
She has there. Oh, she is awesome.
Okay,
she's scary. Don't mess with Ophelia, man. Don't mess with her.
Mess with the law. All right.
She is the law. So to explain like the phalanx thing here,
what is going on the right? Yeah, this is nutty, man.
So what's going on right here over from Milty's side? He is trying to, there we go. We see it. We see big Papa Dragon popping out there. There are so many enemies on that bridge, so the best thing to do is to roast them all with their own devious friend there. And Milty's running back now. I believe he's going to go back to grab some items that you see over here too. All this, by the way, as it seems safe, it's honestly all like really risky. That dragon has a long aggro range and distance. A lot of sound cues you got to listen for. There's a renowned soul. So some souls for upgrades and whatnot. That item. Okay, no, he did fine. All right, I was scared for a second there.
I was scared too.
It's the tail swipes you got to look out for, right?
Yeah. All these little traps, because Miyazaki was, as we all know, a total dingus with this stuff. Loved it.
One in chat if you don't understand Demon Souls at all, like you've never really played it, never really watched it. This is like maybe one of the first times that you're going to see some of these bosses. Like 1 in chat. This is like you're a Demon Souls virgin.
Look at all these Demon Souls virgins.
I love it, man.
Oh man.
Oh man.
This is incredible. Like this is 2-2, the 1-2-2 from Jens.
Jens is like, I know this game. All right. Yeah, this is cool.
And I see FaraazKhan also messing with the Blue Knight up here. That guy is also scary. Like there's a 1-1 is a very, very, very terrifying world because there's just so much enemy density.
World 1-1. Yeah, so explain that. So that's like different than all the other Souls games. So this is like mission based sort of.
Yes. So the way that Demon Souls is structured, of course, as you see, every Souls game afterwards became, open world to an extent. But Demon Souls was level based, essentially speaking. You can kind of explore in your own fashion. There's 5 separate archstones that you can explore, and each archstone having worlds from 1 through, I believe, up to 3. Sorry, 3 environments each, except for 1-1. 1-1 goes up to 0-4 as well. And so you can go in any order that you want to, for the most part. It's locked out in certain situations, like if you haven't killed the final boss of a certain world area, you can't get past, I believe, 1-2. But I think that's the only one, if I'm not mistaken. And
who is this gangster Gold Knight over here?
Oh, that is Ostrava, man.
Ah,
Ostrava Boletaria.
is that kind of like Ostrava, but Ostrava?
Ostrava, not Starva. I don't know. You gotta ask Ostrava. There.
Wait, did Ostrava just like take his name?
I don't. Did he?
Wow.
He
Is
might
that
have.
Content
Might have.
ID, man. Just giving Otz a little shit. I think he was in chat earlier, at least. He will be up on the next match, of course. He's an amazing guy. Funny as hell.
No research.
It's from Armored Core. Okay, yes. And chat and commentators, watch out. Otstarva's crew, they're hooligans, man. They're like soccer hooligans. They'll kick your ass if you try to mess with Senpai. Okay. Like I was messing with Faraz a little bit today. I would never do that to Otz. Like I don't want the wrath of his fans. They are
Oh man, Otz, yeah.
they're
Fruits,
crazy.
man.
Yeah.
I might just call them the fruits. Like they're just, Otz and the fruits.
All right.
Otz and the comic.
That makes perfect sense, actually.
Milty is through the dragon bridge there, which honestly is a really scary choke point. I'm glad he got through that. It's a scary spot, man.
All right.
He's gonna be progressing himself down below as well. So he's gonna be coming up to the Phalanx pretty soon here. He's just got one extra little area to run through, and that's also one of those fights where it's like, how do I put it? It's like deacons or shadows or any kind of mixture of multi-aggro boss fights, and it's easy. I'm using like parentheses here.
Easy
right?
mechanically, right?
Yeah,
But there's a
it's-
lot of
it's
variation
scary.
to it, right?
As
I would
each
say it's probably more
phalanx-
like deacons, right, than shadows. Shadows is actually intensely terrifying, and I don't think easy at all.
No, that's true. Good point. Yeah, shadows I hate forever on it.
Whereas deacons is like easy in concept, but a lot of bad things can happen.
Precisely. Yeah. And
Yeah.
we're gonna be seeing
Basically,
a lot of
because
these
there's
enemies.
so much. Basically, because there's so much to keep track of at the same time, it's difficult for a hitless runner to deal with it properly. But in a regular run, it would be an easy boss. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, precisely. Actually, yeah, 100%.
And here's a preview right here.
These guys.
That is
these
one of
guys.
the tiny phalanx slimes that you'll see covering the boss coming up later.
Which they brought those back in Dark Souls 1 optional content. Is that right?
Yes, yeah. They were in the Painted World.
Yeah.
World of that's true. I forgot about that actually for quite.
I never go there. It's just a pain in the ass to go there.
It's annoying. I mean, it's a fun area to an extent. But
Yeah. Plus the boss is invisible, and I don't know. I'd feel bad murdering this nice looking lady, you know?
she
Like,
is sweet. You know?
yeah. Anyway,
Souls.
we won't see her tomorrow. It's any percent run, but there you go. All right, we're going into our, well, not our first boss, our second boss.
First boss already. Man, Milty's gone fast.
Milty's running, man. He's running through.
So can we expect all of the areas in this game to be roughly the same size as the one we just saw? Or are they
So
going
I
to be
believe-
smaller or larger?
Phalanx's World 1-1 is, I want to say, probably a bigger area. It's meant to be like a little bit extra, in case you didn't do the tutorial, obviously. But every area afterwards can be, I believe they're a little bit shorter. Honestly, they're not terribly large. This one was definitely much more enemy dense, though. Some areas are huge, though. Like they have a lot of landscape to them, but they can be explored pretty fast.
All right. So what are we waiting for here?
Yeah, so this is particular here. So as we know, right, there's several enemies in the environment, kind of like deacons, and you want to sort of draw that aggro. Because of the thief's ring on, he can sort of keep pulling them, these phalanxes, from corner to corner, losing their aggro, their spears, right?
Yeah.
Putting them back in a docile state. And then with that opportunity, he can just sort of run in, hit, and clear out a lot of the enemy density, to just be as safe as possible. Because there's moments where like 4 or 5 of these guys will just like launch these spears. They don't just stab you; they launch the shit.
Yeah,
gotcha.
They go hard.
Do they have any attack from the rear, or if you're behind them, you're safe from that one in particular?
Yeah, you are pretty much safe if you get behind them. They are 100% like front forward enemies. But it is scary because you wouldn't realize if there's like a phalanx off to the side. There's one over here. Like this, you see they're all over the place. So Milty has to go in, hit, and get out, and be really safe with it.
Okay.
So yeah, you can see him immediately dodging as soon as he goes for an attack. He just immediately dodges out.
It's terrifying. And look at that spear. Look at
scary.
that spear.
The dead angle there, though, it's nice. Using the pillars to his advantage.
Because that is your one safety net there in case.
I like it. Oh, God, so many blobs
on the left.
Oh man.
So it's just, slow and steady.
But that's how you win the race,
In this game, absolutely. In Bloodborne, time is a little bit on the line.
Well, that's true, yeah.
But in every other game that we're doing right now, these guys are just competing on hits. So if they want to take a little bit extra time on a boss, that's fine. Not every boss will let you do that, though. This boss is obviously a little bit lethargic, so...
So, because of the lethargy over here, you mind explaining why time is a factor in Bloodborne?
That looks scary. Well, just with Bloodborne, it's just a very speedy game, right? So we're it just kind of goes hand in hand with the pacing. It just makes it more fun. But these games are much more methodical, and like we were having people race against each other for a while. It just wasn't really like, when somebody's racing for a 2-hour time completion, it's not really like, ooh, a race. It's not fast. So
yeah. So in Bloodborne 2, it's very precise. It's all about precision in Bloodborne. You have to get the proper like boss staggers and enemy kills like as quickly as possible using different methods for damage boosting too, right? Because the faster you are, the more damage you do in Bloodborne if you use a particular item. So everything matters about speed in Bloodborne and precision, like 100% precision. In Souls, you can kind of go a little bit slower because it's more about pattern recognition. But Bloodborne is 100%. Like there's so many bosses that rely on just like, how do I keep you down in the fastest time possible, with the most damage I can pull out as well.
Which reminds me, you run Bloodborne, you're learning DS2, you've done Demon Souls, Dark Souls 3. Have you done DSR yet?
No, you know what? I've actually been playing DSR on my Switch. There's the kill, by the way. Phalanx.
All right.
Nice and quick.
So that was
a locked in run for Milt now.
That was not a hype boss. Like, we're gonna hype up hard on the hype bosses, but that was just a get it done kind of boss, and that's okay.
Milty the Walk Milt. Conquering Phalanx.
Milty the Walk. Oh man, he's got this protein shake going on here. He is ready to win, man. Dude.
He's ready.
He went for a run. Oh man, I think he got time off from the boss too. I'm such a mean guy. I make him take time off to go play video games. God,
how could you?
I know. I know.
So keep in mind that Faraaz is still working through 1-1, and like I said beforehand, this is definitely a very dense area. It's just, it takes forever to get through considering how many enemies are just all over the place. You kind of have to clear most of them to go through it organically and safely too.
As long as there's no kiln in this game, I'm okay with that. But I can't take another kiln split from Faraaz. I will just just implode.
I think you'll be fine.
If you guys missed that, Faraz likes to kill every single Black Knight in the kiln prior to Gwen, and it is
Slow.
It was beautiful.
Yeah, but that's fine. He's not running that game. I specifically made sure that he wasn't. Ooh, so we're doing some platforming here. That's fun.
Another thing to keep in mind. So I saw a couple things in chat, right? One's like they started with the same weapon,
Mhm.
and another thing in regards to levels as well, or like upgrades and whatnot too. You have to complete 1-1. You have to get through Phalanx before you can begin leveling your character. And you guys are going to be seeing some different strats and or not strats and stats, but well, some you will. You're guys going to see some weird stuff like magic leveling, and it's going to look confusing at first, but you'll see why. You'll know as it comes through.
We'll basically explain all the mechanics when we get to it.
Yeah, it's a confusing run. There's a lot of setup stuff for sure.
Can crystal lizards fall on your head in this game?
No, actually, they're pretty.
This game's
I think
easy.
that's a DS3 exclusive, isn't it?
I thought it. Maybe.
I haven't seen it happen anywhere except for that one time when it happened to Hob, I think it was.
Yeah.
Kind of climbed up on the wall and then dropped down on his head, dealing damage.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah, and there was a question in chat too a little bit ago about, yes, we are going to be doing Dark Souls Remastered for the DS1 match. There's really no difference in difficulty, and so it's just a better, more stable version. What? Excuse me? Excuse me?
You're talking to a guy who actually ran it there.
Yeah, I wanna disagree with you on both points there, actually.
How is it? Well, okay, let's deal with the performance aspect. How is it not more stable? It's very stable. What are you talking about?
First of all, like 90% of the glitches that were existent in the vanilla Dark Souls are effectively still there in the remastered.
Well, then that's not harder.
What remastered has changed. Now I'll get to that. What remastered has primarily changed has been the texture and the graphics work, primarily. However, there's one thing that actually does, in my opinion, make it slightly harder in some parts and easier in other parts. And that is that some enemies have a different aggro range. So in the Duke's Archives, for example, you'll see the enemies following at a much larger range.
Wow.
Which, yeah.
So, fine. Let us pick up more on that topic when we get to Dark Souls 1 tomorrow. But if you're out there in the audience, Dark Souls Remastered is fine, guys. You can play it. It's not going to ruin your world. But Singha, as a runner, says it's harder to no-hit. So keep that in mind.
It's different.
But specific to Demon Souls, if you don't have a PS3, now double check this is still a thing, but I had read like 6 months ago that if you have a Japanese PlayStation account, you can actually download a digital copy of Demon Souls on a PS4. Obviously, the game will be in Japanese, so there's that. But if you are really itching to play Demon Souls and you don't want to buy a PS3, there is an option to play on your PlayStation 4. Maybe.
So you'd have to. So the option to buying a PlayStation 3 is to buy a Japanese PlayStation 4. Got it.
No. You don't have to buy a Japanese PlayStation 4. You just create a Japanese account.
Oh, that makes more sense. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, and like you can do that to get a lot of games that are only in Japan. Like I played Dark Souls 3 early in Japanese. It's fine.
So this is actually something that's interesting on Milty's side too. I want to just point this out real quickly here. He went into 2-1, grabbed a few things, grabbed a few important little things there, and now he's going through 3-1. You know, so this is really new stuff. Like this is completely new from the what we would consider the OG. You know, the original strats.
And he is the OG original strats. Like
yeah,
he created the original one, so this is like brand new.
This is very interesting, you know. So he's running through. He's going to go for, as it says in this bullet, the clever rat's ring, which is essentially the same thing as RTSR.
Red Tear Stone Ring, of course, increases your damage when your health is low.
I've actually heard there were 2 sources that these runners are going to be used for RTSR setup, as it's called.
God. Yeah, so in Demon Souls, we call that hyper mode.
Yeah.
It's awful. Oh my god.
Hyper mode.
Hyper mode. Can I get
so
into the numbers of it, or do you guys want to save that for later?
We should save hyper mode for when we see it.
Okay, we'll save that for later.
Absolutely.
But that's just keep that in mind, guys. Keep that in mind.
Stay tuned to learn about Demon Souls Hyper
Hyper
mode.
mode.
Hyper. All right, we're back on Phalanx. On the left. Oh,
Over here with FaraazKhan.
we had a little
definitely-
projectile come out there. Frogs looks.
That's-
I just called him Frogs. That's
Frogs.
that's my new name for him.
Man,
Frogs.
Frogs is looking kind of terrified.
Yeah, right? Well, he saw that projectile and he was like, this is not a good thing.
Yeah, that was absolutely terrifying.
Yeah. Chat, we will get to your questions too. I do see them. Well, Faraz has to kill this boss. And if he doesn't, then it's his fault that I can't answer your question.
That was a good opening. We saw a huge safety spot from Phalanx there. with
Yeah.
another, beam over there protecting him from the Phalanx on the other side there. There we go. That's just nothing but side right there.
Nothing but side.
That's what you want. You want that big fat opening.
Side blob?
Mm-hmm. That full
Is-
side block.
is that-
action. Oh,
is-
look at that.
Is that kind of like side boob?
God.
Maybe sort of.
Side blob. We got to create some new memes from this, man. We have like
Side blob and frogs.
we have eight
Frogs.
Jesus, we have Kex next,
Frogs.
we have all these memes from other tournaments. Like we got to create new ones. So we got side blobs.
Hmm.
That's pretty good.
So bear in mind, guys, too, that like Faraz is definitely going a bit slower, but that's because on the OG style, the run too, this area is just terrifying, and you have to go through it slowly. Like you have to. Milty has become so organically comfortable running through 1-1 at this point that he can skip a lot of it, and therefore, so they're both like Faraz is being on pace, and Milty is just blowing through a lot of the early content right now.
Wow.
Hmm.
Uja
why
with the
they're-
$5 to the prize pool. Thank you very much, man. Ooh.
Ooh, man, look at all that density there too. And that's the thing with the phalanxes too. Like most of the, if you kill them fast enough, they stay
Yeah,
dead.
they're very clumped right now.
But they can, I believe, if you don't kill them in a specific amount of time, I do believe they start respawning. So I do see a lot still left there.
Yeah.
Oh, you're about to see something interesting on
Ooh, yeah.
Milty's side here.
All right. Oh
this
my
out,
God,
check
this
this
is
out.
so crazy. Oh man, this is crazy.
Milty, you freaking
Yeah,
beast.
Like Jesus.
Oh
This-
wow, you knew. Oh, that's so sick, man.
So he knows the perfect
Milty.
timing for that and just dodges through the hail of arrows.
Milty,
Flawlessly.
you mother. Oh my lord.
Oh, that was some Gina level
Oh.
swag there, dude. Easy, easy, easy.
Milty
He
the swag walk.
knew
Oh.
the iframe time. You know how hard
Yep.
it is to do that? God almighty.
You will not see that on the left side of the screen, guys. Just throwing that out there. Do you know what's interesting though is that Team Hunter's Dream is populated mainly by kind of your run and gun type of players, and Milty, of course, takes a break because why not? But Faraz,
Go chair, go.
this is not a run and gun game for Faraz, so this is a little bit outside of his regular zone.
Yeah.
Team Patches is kind of the slower, more methodical group. They're also memesters, of course, because they're one with the patches.
One with the patches. As we saw that incredible meme there, just rolling through those. Oh my God. I'm still blown away. I can't believe it. I really can't.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, Faraz is still tense.
This is, like I said, this is
Clenchy.
it looks easy, it looks simple, but it's a terrifying, absolutely terrifying boss fight. You got to do it slow. You got to be safe about it. You got to be really, really, really on your guard.
Yes, 70% of this chat probably is from Otz's channel. They are crazy. they love the man. Like, it is insane.
All right.
And a question about damage from drops. No, damage from drops and things like that, environmental effects, things like that, don't count. It's only hits from enemies and traps that are player activated. So like that, those spikes that were flying at Milty would have counted.
Yeah.
But he's too good to get hit by them.
Yeah.
Too good.
So a
Plus,
prime
honestly,
example would be walking through lava would not be considered a hit because that's environmental.
Yeah. So I don't know if I want to answer this question right now.
Very close to the end of this fight too.
Yeah.
You need to get like one more good pop.
Is that a GG? All right, nicely done.
Locked in on both runners.
Yep. Oh, ho, ho, ho. And look at this over here. We're going to Adjudicator. This is the one thing that will match up here. So you'll be seeing Faraz, I believe, also go into World 4-1. They're going into this area under-leveled and very early. It is not recommended to just jump right in here.
Mm-hmm.
There's good reason as to why, but you're going to be seeing what can be like the destroyer of runs, like immediately here. As we see Miltymilt trying to aggro and take
These roly boy happy hop skeletons, man.
Yeah.
They're so roly boy.
These guys are awful. And sometimes they don't want to work. Sometimes they're supposed to, you know, just go this one way, and they're like, and they roll around.
And they have like throwing knives.
They've got a whole ordeal of nasty combos.
These guys are harder than anything I've seen in Dark Souls. Whoa, and the physics. Oh man, this is hilarious, man.
So this is not also terrifying because of the fact that like they can just roll to you so fast, but those rolls stagger you, lock you in a stagger, and chain. So they're just they're not fun.
Oh, it's a bow. It looked like a dagger. Interesting.
It's a bow.
It's a bow.
It's a cool, very slow-moving arrow. All right, cool.
The one safety net of Demon Souls is that bows are slow. That's the one thing that we have.
So
that's the one safe thing you have.
Mm-hmm. The one.
Cool.
So yeah, as you guys can see here, pulling these skeletons back, drawing them to a spot that you can attack them from afar with the halberd, of course, as well. Safest way. But keep in mind that falchion of theirs can also still reach over sometimes. It can clip you just by the smallest bit in an attack pattern of your own. So it's just such a scary spot, man. It's terrifying.
All right, we are going to dive deeper into this question later, but just with a one-word answer. What is the hardest SoulsBorne game to no-hit?
DS3.
What do you think, Singha?
I don't know. It depends on what type of player
that's
you
not
are.
a one-word answer, Singha.
No, I can't answer this with one word. It's impossible.
Well, one sentence fragment.
Fine. Out of the ones that I've played, DS3.
DS3. There you go, chat.
I mean, the question is, do they mean like all bosses or any percent?
Just any percent. Yeah, just any
percent. If it's
percent.
any percent, then
if it's all bosses, it's probably DS2.
Is Demon Souls not harder?
Demon Souls, I would say it's not harder. It's just a lot to learn.
What is this guy doing? Damn, these guys are gangster, man. He's like, nah, I'm good. I'm just going to pick this up and go. Wow.
So what you're noticing here, this is the reason why Demon Souls is very viable as well. Miltymilt picked up an item called the Soul Remains, which is very similar to Alluring Skulls. And they're very effective. They're actually pretty easy to obtain in this run. That's also why you do this world earlier on as well, because they're very, very effective. Almost every enemy gets pulled by them naturally. And it's like the godsend of this run. Yeah, look at that. Roly-poly action.
Crowley, thank you for the biddies. Guys, we are taking bucks for the prize pool so that we can reward these amazing runners for their hard work. The winning team gets to share equal portions of the total prize pool. The losing team gets to buy their own dinner in shame.
Oh, also little fun fact. Very fun fact here. If you guys haven't noticed, they're both playing with waifus,
Oh, is that an advantage?
That is indeed an advantage because Demon Souls has specific armor that is locked to both male and female characters.
Wow.
And in Demon Souls, there is some bracelets, right? Some bracelets that actually give you a small souls increase, per kill. And you have to be a girl to use it. So, keep that in mind.
And who is this guy we're seeing on the right here? He looks cool.
That is Vanguard number 2.
Copy pasta Vanguard. What? Okay.
He is,
and
just
he's
chilling.
not even a recolor. See, in Dark Souls 2, they'd at least put a different tint on him.
Yeah.
Hmm.
No,
That-
he just ran right through.
That was a later addition to the Souls games. All right.
God, Faraz just backstabbed that skeleton from that distance too. That is like really ballsy, dude.
Yeah.
Really ballsy. There he goes, taking off the Thief's Ring to try to grab aggro from afar as well. The moment you put that Thief's Ring back on, they sort of go like, "Oh, where was I going again?" They're confused.
You kind of sounded like Arnold there for a little bit. What's your best Arnold impression?
My best Arnold impression?
Yeah.
Oof. You can't put me on the spot like this, man. I can't perform when I'm on the spot. Get to the chopper. I can't do it. I got nothing.
daddy and what does he do?
Let's see here.
Chat,
Yeah, see
what
some
does your dad
Faraz.
do?
They get to the chopper.
There is only one correct answer, isn't it?
Who's this guy on the right?
Oh, this is Grave Robber Blige. And
Hmm.
No, don't you
Very-
mean Patches?
He looks like
No.
Patch's cousin.
they probably are related, honestly. They probably have
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
Hmm.
All right. So he's clearly going for Team Patches.
So keep in mind that that's a very required or important NPC for this run too. He is the boy, the man, the guy who will sell you those soul remains. So you need him. You got to run to him. You got to get him.
You gotta have him, huh?
Mm-hmm. You need him, man. And Milty is now basically cleared out with this world. He picked up the Crescent Falchion. He got Grave Robber Blige. I might be missing one more item that he might have gotten here, but he is going to get set up here, I believe, because he got the Clever Rat's Ring too.
Oh, we're about
Intentionally.
to see hyper mode.
Not hyper mode. You're just going to see the first stage, which is just the Clever Rat's, extra additional damage there.
I love these
No.
edgy comments from chat. My favorite one. My dad doesn't even respond when I message him.
Wow.
Tell your daddy's a dick. No, don't do that. But thank you. It sounds like you guys have really pretty good dads, except a few of you. So if you need a dad, I'm a professional dad. I can be your Twitch dad. It's fine.
Your full-time dad.
I'm Mogenkai's Twitch dad, in fact, and I'm not even physically old enough really to be his dad. But that's
Like
okay.
Raptor Dad. It's Raptor Dad,
Yeah,
It's true.
it's fine.
It's true.
Aren't you everyone's dad? Isn't that a thing?
Yeah. Well, you guys need some parental supervision.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You guys play too many video games. You got to go outside and see what the sun looks like. Nah.
What's this? What's this?
I hate
Is that
going
the thing
outside.
in?
I
Is
hate
that the
going
thing shining in
outside.
the air that you can see
Yeah.
in the background over there?
If
I
I didn't
guess.
have a job out of the house, I would never see the sun.
Milty is all set
Look
up
at
and
that
ready to go.
skip too. That's slick, man.
Yeah, those guys they're quick. Mm-mm.
Yes. Is there jumping in this game, or is he just rolling off to get
Rolling
to
off.
that ledge? He's just rolling.
It's Game Shark, man.
Man. I like
You'll-
that there are
you'll-
flying mantas in the air as well.
It looks like like Demon Souls physics. It's like, oh man, that's really cool because you go farther with like rolls and stuff. It can be scary. You can like completely overroll and then just like fly off a bridge. It's so funny. But Miltymilt is actually on his way right now. He's probably gonna throw one more alluring skull here. Yep, that one
And then
little
through
boy.
that fog gate and straight to the Adjudicator, right?
Yes, and you see
Ed
him glowing with power. here.
Adjudicator.
Adjudicator. This big, fat man thing.
Oh my god.
Gross.
Viking Jam, thank you for the $10.
Faraz just took a hit. Oh my!
Oh
man.
no. Can
A roly-poly got him.
Ooh.
That is.
Can we get a clip from Faraz's chat, please, of that hit? If you guys can make it around 10 seconds or so. If you do that, we can put it up on instant replay and you can become famous.
Look at the damage that Milt is doing to the Adjudicator.
Just destroying him
That
with
is
that extra
Incredible.
buff and
Is that
Clever
from
Rat
the
setup.
Clever Rat setup that's doing that?
Yep, that extra 30% damage from the Clever Rat's ring.
Oh man,
just
that helps.
destroys.
That helps a lot, actually.
That is our first hit of the tournament.
As I said, those roly-polies, man, they're terrifying. And the worst part of it too was that it was almost unintentional. It was like a back swing. It was a back hit.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately for FaraazKhan.
Well, that's the thing with this, with those roly polies, isn't it? They're
They
very
are.
punishing to fight.
Mm-hmm. Very risky boys.
Oh man, speaking of
health.
check out that health on Milty's side. Whew.
God, that was terrifying. Smack, smack, killing, and also spawning, or rather, opening the door there. So this is the really important thing about this area as well. For 2, there's going to be these sort of shadow-like enemies walking around, and you guys are going to be seeing someone really special here too in a second. Oh, there he is.
We got the Faraaz replay here. That quick hit from the Roly Boy. You can see slashed him.
Would have immediately turned around.
Yeah. Ooh. We got a red invader.
Miltymilt dealing with an invader. Do note that this is not a player. For
Is somebody from
wondering.
chat invading Miltymilt?
No, McRaptor.
Yo, what's your password, man? Okay. All
Team
right.
Patches XOXO.
Yeah. Well,
Mm.
Team Patch is coming in with the swag, man. I mean, Milty's kind of good at this game.
Yeah, he's all right.
Faraaz is good at all the games, but this is like Milty's like number 1.
This is Milty's number 1. Now, keep in mind, guys, this is also really funny because obviously everyone thinks that, not everyone, I shouldn't say it like that. A lot of people, I should say, have this predefined notion that Miltymilt got this because he's done it so many times, right? But Milty's actually still not accomplished the new 2K18 strats in one singular run.
2K18 strats.
Yeah,
Oh,
he has actually,
I like
believe
that.
he still has a PB of 2, if I'm not mistaken, still.
Hmm.
At this run. So this is still like very, very up in the air, right? Faraaz with one early hit is just one early
Ooh,
hit.
that's an interesting point.
Mhm.
A 2-hit PB on new strats that he's bringing into a tournament that's all about not getting hit.
Yep.
Actually, you can see on the table that he does have a 1-hit PB on False King Alant, which is technically the last boss.
Oh, you're right. He might have gotten a one-hit PB before
Mm.
the TwitchCon, but still, that means it's not completely proven. Like he's confident he can get it, and I'm sure he can. Right? Obviously, it's Milty the Walk Milt.
But he's like unlikely to do any worse than 2, probably, right? Just given his consistency. Like,
Yeah, he's very consistent. He's actually gotten, I think, like 2 or 3 2-hits.
yeah.
So he's very consistent with this run. There's no way he's going to do worse than that, I'm sure.
What Faraaz has going up against him is that there's only a couple SoulsBorne games that he actually likes. This one's on his okay list, which is why we put him on this one. But he prefers Bloodborne. And
Hey, you can ask him about Dark Souls 1. He absolutely loves that game.
he won the
doesn't he?
tournament, dude. Like, I mean, I would love that game. Colmer with the sub as well. Thank you, Colmer. We will see you on the commentary on the next match. You sexy man, you. And Exonatron, in the name of Otts, $15 to the prize pool. Thank you, man. It's already predicting that Team Otts, I mean Team Patches, is going to win. And everybody in chat's calling it, well, not everybody, but the Otts hooligans are calling it Team Otts like the whole time. They don't even know that it's called Team Patches. Like, they didn't get the memo.
It's Team Patches, guys. Come on, man.
No, it's Team Otts.
Such
Actually,
a good name.
I saw a new copy pasta now. It's actually Team Otts, Team Patches, which is actually that's actually pretty good. See? There you go.
All right, so here we go with FaraazKhan going to Adjudicator fight. That slow fall. Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus.
Oh,
And-
this is disgusting.
Yeah, he does not have RTSR, by the way, or I should say Clever Rats. So we're going to be seeing less damage here, and you're going to notice that different for sure. Just slashing at that big jubbly belly there.
Yeah.
The thing with the Adjudicator is that he stands up if you don't deal enough damage quickly to him. Is that right?
Yes, precisely. So, yeah, that's like a ridiculously small margin in comparison to how we saw
120 a
Milty.
hit doesn't
Yeah.
seem very much at this point. I don't know.
So we got 2 phases.
Yeah.
2 phases there.
This boss is disgusting, though. I'm going to be happy when he's dead.
Come on, there we go. One connected, 2 connected, 3.
There we go.
Oh, man. All right.
That's a GG.
That is a GG.
Well done. Well done. Still 1 hit. Got hit by a Roly Boy. A very quick side scimitar slice. I didn't do a lot of damage either. It was like a really shitty little hit. It's too bad.
That's the thing with those roller boys. In a regular run, it would be fine, but in a hitless run, those are really, really scary because sure, they don't deal that much damage, but they have quite a substantial health pool at this level, and they do fast hits. They do really fast hits, and they can be punishing.
Singha.
Yeah.
Thank you for the resub.
Oh, you're welcome. I'm like, what did I say?
1/3 of a Twitch baby. Oh man, we're in the first trimester.
No, 1/3 is delivered already. You'll get the you'll get the rest of the parts later.
Okay, so
they have some weird babies in Sweden, man.
Yeah, that's how they do that. At the 9th month, you get an Allen key shipped home to you, so you can assemble it yourself.
Oh, that's an IKEA joke, chat. Did you get that? Oh God,
I didn't get that.
Oh, it's like all furniture in Sweden. Is it put together like by yourself?
We have so many Allen keys at home because we get an Allen key with every single piece of furniture.
Wow.
I mean, yeah. Haha.
Did you guys invent the Allen wrench? So we call it an Allen wrench.
I have no idea.
It's a key to you, huh?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, hang on. I gotta share this with you. In Sweden, it's actually called an insektsnyckel. Insektsnyckel.
Thank you for that information.
You're welcome.
I'm going to commit that to my delete now memory banks.
I thought you needed that.
All right. We're back in the Nexus on the left here. We're warping in for some more fun.
Warping in. Okay.
What level are we going to?
This is interesting because actually, I don't think I saw this on the traditional routing, but I believe that he's going to 1-2.
Okay.
And he's going to be going for the Tower Knights. I think it's interesting.
Oh, he is the Tower Squilla.
It says Tower Squill on the split,
Yeah.
so yeah. So I don't know why it's
You'll see that
Squilla.
on Milty's run because apparently Squilla is really tall.
Oh,
Yeah, that's apparently the reason.
he's pretty tall. Yeah.
He's pretty tall.
Yeah, traditionally speaking, most people would do the Tower Knight later on because I don't think there's any large benefit to doing him earlier on in comparison to other bosses.
Is he a hard boss to deal with?
I would say he's not exactly like the hardest to deal with specifically. It's just this area too, also very risky to do earlier on as well because you're doing less damage, right? As you're not overpowered just as of yet. And Tower Knight has a generally larger health pool for the early side of the game too. He's meant to be that kind of wall boss, you know. He's meant to be done earlier on in a traditional like standard, fun playthrough rather. But in a hitless run, it's risky for sure because he has large hitboxes, like large. I mean, like.
Oh my God! My brain is just blowing up. The frame dropping was just like
crazy, right?
Yeah, it was.
Demon Souls.
I haven't seen a lot so far, but there are a few performance areas that are like Blight
this
Towny.
spot, and then 5-2 is also going to be pretty performance heavy.
Yeah,
as well.
It would be nice if they were to remaster this game, but actually try. Not like with the Dark Souls remastered, just like actually try to remaster the game.
Yeah,
bring
this from
which I know that sounds like I'm arguing against the Dark Souls 1 remaster because, as I was saying earlier, you should buy it, but it's not that much different, right? It's just like,
not that I can tell. I mean, if you have it on PC, just keep the standard.
I don't know though. I don't know. If you could get it for like $10, I think it's like a great deal.
Yeah, I mean that's fine to simplify.
That's fair.
Yeah. See, this is scary. Look at this. Look at all these guys here.
Yeah.
All these bros.
These
Thank
cool,
God for these
cool
right?
hats.
And that's like the thing is, it's not even just done there. You have a couple more enemies up above shooting at you too, as well. So it's like it's so risky. Why is he here so early? I don't get it.
It's just
Well, this is the traditional routing that Miltymilt did, wasn't it? I mean, he was the originator of the Demon Souls runs, and basically runners in general tend to, look at other runners and see what they have done and build their strats around that. And I think Frost based
Ooh.
most of his run off that, right?
That was scary, man.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you that is he's a scary guy to deal with. All right, switching out to Halberd because I believe Halberd does more damage to these guys still.
Also
Or the
longer
reach. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, reaching right over that.
We
That's
have
true.
made it to the one reborn. I mean, Tower Knight. What game are we playing? Oh, he's just a less disgusting looking one reborn.
Let's see here. Running around clearing out these archers as you should.
Mm-hmm. All right. Couple more. Goodbye.
Last one.
Still not a lot of damage.
All right, then we're running down.
Is this damage going to get better?
The damage, you'll see an increase. You'll see an increase.
All right.
You'll see an increase.
I just want bigger numbers, okay?
You will see big numbers. Oh my lord, you will see big numbers.
All right, okay. Oh man, this guy's cool though. Look at this guy. Takes the whole screen. Can't even see his head.
Oh, that shield slam. So see that that vertical line there. That is how large the range of that attack is. It is terrifying. Look at that AOE. Just gruesome.
Yeah. Oh man.
And down he goes. Get out of that. He can fall on you. So you gotta be careful.
Wow. Terrible.
Look at that. Look at those.
Oh my god. Wow. Well done, man. Woo.
GG on the Tower Knight.
Yeah. Clean.
And and early.
Mm-hmm.
He's feeling good. Look at that happy Faraz face.
The smile. That smile.
I don't think I've ever seen him angry. Now that you do mention it.
Well, he can, he has his moment.
He gets a little salty sometimes when chat ruins his first playthrough of Spider-Man PS4. I mean, I've heard.
Just rumors, really.
Yeah.
Just rumors.
Yeah. Never seen Milty get mad. I don't think he cares to get mad. He's too cool to get mad, dude.
Milty's chill of chill. Milty,
Right?
the walk, Milt.
What was it
Yeah,
like
Milty the walk.
hanging out with him, dude?
So I thought that K Witty was going to be like the chill lord.
Yeah.
I was almost like guaranteed, like, oh no, K Witty's going to be the guy who's like, like almost too cool to like.
No, he's such a nice guy, man.
He is the biggest goober. I love it. He's so fun.
Awesome.
He's just so fun. But Milty is by far the chillest to chill. Like you cannot break this man. You cannot break his peace almost,
Yeah.
Getting a laugh out of him was like the best reward out of anybody's experience at TwitchCon.
So let's address quit outs on this run.
Yes. Quit outs,
because that's like the one thing that we don't allow in any other game, but we do in this one because you guys told me we had to have them. So explain why.
All right. So quit outs are necessary to an extent for sure. And there's a couple locations that I think where there's one in particular that I know that you have to. There's another one that's kind of like debatable. But in one particular location, the reason why you should, or rather kind of have to, is because the thing is with the lizards in this game is that they're a little harder to hit. They despawn and then they can stay despawned as well. So if you miss them too many times, they're gone forever, no matter what. Like they're just gone for that playthrough. So the reason why quit outs are kind of necessary for Demon Souls in particular is that there are a couple weapons that require like near fully maxed out upgrades to be used for one, a lot of lizards to kill, and the best in all, for most of it all too is it's just boring to have to like literally go back to the beginning of a level, run halfway through that level, and then try to kill a lizard who may get away, and then go back, like bone out, or just get through the environments. And that's the thing too. Homeward bones don't really exist in Demon Souls. Homeward bones aren't really a thing here. There's an item that will do it for you, but they're very rare and like ridiculously expensive. So,
okay. So in the hitless routing, you don't expect to use anything like a hunter's mark or a homeward bone or anything like that.
Precisely. Yeah, you're gonna have to more often than not just get through the entire environments. And I don't think that Milty uses. I can't remember what it's called. It's like a Nexus something, Nexus Archstone or something like that. But yeah,
that
like
can be pretty scary for boss fights because in most of the runs you can quite often see runners bone out or mark out to get out safely in tricky situations, but you can't do that in Demon Souls then.
Yep. No Demon Souls. You're locked in, unfortunately, and it's just not very viable to buy those items just because the Archstones are that expensive.
Yeah,
adds to the excitement.
Mm-hmm.
So the short version is reasons. That's why there's
Short
quit outs. They aren't allowed in the other 4 games. Chat commentators today, if you are just joining in for the first time. Well, first off, we're doing a back-to-back SoulsBorne Hitless Tournament. First time we've ever done this. This is the first time we've done Demon Souls. First time for Dark Souls 2, which we'll see right after this match. And tomorrow, Saturday, starting at 12 p.m. Eastern, we'll be doing Dark Souls 1, followed by Dark Souls 3, and then the grand finale, Bloodborne. Whoa! And right now, we're, of course, on Demon Souls. We've got FaraazKhan on the left versus Miltymilt on the right. Hunter's Dream versus Team Patches.
Ooh.
That was scary.
What is that? Huge laser appearing out of nowhere?
Don't they know
So-
I'm trying to explain? Jesus. God. Okay, yeah. What just happened there?
To explain real quick, those shadow men, those very tall, awkward shadow men,
Yeah.
have a large room sweeping laser beam, and I mean room sweeping. So
Everything.
you got, it's
Ooh.
and it's guaranteed kill almost always. It's so powerful. So super scary. You got to despawn them like as fast as you can, and to do so, you got to kill those guys, the Reapers.
That's crazy, man.
Scary stuff, man.
And the commentators for this match. First up, from Sweden.
Oh yeah, that's me. Hi, I'm SinghaVOB.
Damn it, Singha!
Well, I thought you were going to say my name or something. Anyways, yeah, hi. SinghaVOB presenting from Sweden right now. Have done Dark Souls 1 Hitless before, currently working on Dark Souls 3, and playing through Dark Souls 2. Hopefully Bloodborne soon too as well. Looking forward to it.
Yes. All of those things.
All
And
of the things.
from the East Coast of America, who do we got?
Hello, guys. I am Mogenkai, so SoulsBorne, hitless runner. I'm commentating today because I've also done Demon Souls hitless using sorcery only, and I am still working on Bloodborne all bosses with DLC.
You are very important to explain what the hell's going on Old Hero.
Old Hero. Oh man, so this guy here,
He's blind.
very blind guy. Milty's swinging in there, doing as much damage as he can there. So Old Hero is a particular boss fight. You got to be really careful with them. He will obviously one-hit kill you at this point, considering that he has Clever Rat set up right now. But the way to work with this fight, because you have Thieves Ring on, his aggro range and distance doesn't really connect as much. So you can attack him once, aggro him, and attack him and keep him in an not aggro lock state, but like do a lot of damage before he sort of goes like, okay, where is he now? So you gotta be like really freaking careful with him. But like the moment you attack over that line, you gotta run. You gotta get out of there.
Ooh, we just got a one-hit kill on the left.
Oh man. It's rough.
Oh, Faraz took a second hit. His team is struggling.
Those Reapers. Milty through with the boss.
GG to Milty.
Oh man. That means that Faraz has to run through this entire section again, doesn't he?
Yeah.
But it's not that far, is it? Or
No, it's not very long. This is actually one of the shorter environments. But
So we had a question from chat.
Yeah.
About what happens if there's an early lead. And obviously we don't want that. We want the hype to be maintained through the whole tournament. But regardless of where things are, we're going to play out all the matches, even if it looks like by the time we get towards the end in Bloodborne that it's very unlikely that one team could kind of come back, right? There's a big point deficit. That being said, we put Bloodborne last on purpose because Bloodborne, if things go wrong on a couple earlier bosses in particular, hits can get out of control. So it's the game that is most likely out of the 5 to have like a potential, not likely, but most likely like a double-digit hit count. So it's the best setup that you can do in this kind of environment to maintain the intensity and competition. So that's the strategy there. I wouldn't get too excited though right now. We're talking about 2 hits on our first game. We got 4 more to go after this, and there's a lot of shit that can happen.
A lot right now, too.
Team Patches is in a good position. They're not quite ready though to pick out the colors for their Lambos. Okay. That would be a little premature.
Regarding Team Patch's position here, so why this looks very weird at first glance. So why is Miltymilt smacking a giant sword against a wall?
Yeah. So if you guys aren't familiar with this, this is the origins of Storm Ruler.
Yeah.
He's using Storm Ruler here.
It's a praying, or it's a manta ray in the sky.
Yes.
Which, that's fine. It's video games. Okay.
But he's smacking the wall here in this little building, this little alcove off to the side. You're pretty safe from these other manta rays that will long range shoot you with their like spiky spikes. So Milt is being smart and attacking from a safe corner using the AoE attack of the Storm Ruler.
Which, by the way, looks a lot better in this game than it does in DS3.
Oh, yeah.
It does, doesn't it?
It's cool, man. It's really cool. And yes, chat, that was a 1-hit kill. So the death didn't count as a second hit, because now if he had got hit and then hit again, that would be 2, or if he got hit and knocked off the ledge. Anyway, a 1-hit kill is just a single hit.
You can sort of count the individual hits as a single source of damage. I think that's usually a good case, isn't it? Like even the Jailer Drain, that's technically 1 attack. If you fall down, you die from that. That's one source of damage. You get hit sometime and you die from that. That's still only 1 source.
Yeah, which kind of makes it sound like, well, it's like 1 hit penalty per mistake, which is kind of true. But some people take that too far, I think. They're like, well, I made 1 mistake, and so I got chain stunned into like a triple or quadruple attack. That's only 1 hit. And I know some people on their runs have counted it that way, and that's fine. You do your own run, you make up your own rules. Like, I don't care. But in a tournament, it's not 1 mistake, 1 hit. It's 1 hit, 1 hit.
Yeah.
2 hits, 2 hits. And yeah, it's like, yeah, even if the game says you're gonna fall off a ledge, that sucks. But I mean, it's life, man.
FaraazKhan has made it through Reaper Town, coming up on the old hero.
Can he kill this blind man?
Nice and slow, approaching his feet.
And
as you see here, the damage difference too from the Clever Rat setup that we saw from Miltymilt.
Yeah,
it's huge.
Huge chunk. And that's just 30%. That's not the full thing, guys. That's not the full thing yet.
If you think about it, this is like one of the most savage game franchises in like history. Like you kill blind men, nice little dogs, nice ladies. Like you kill everything in society that you're not supposed to murder in SoulsBorne.
You are a bully. I mean, that's for sure. That's like,
well, we're not bullies. We're just watching. Like, chat's fine. It's FaraazKhan and Miltymilt that's the bully right now.
Beating up blind old men.
Yeah.
Old heroes.
Ooh,
actually.
Look at that charge, man. That was fun.
Yeah, gotta spam.
It always looks so scary. It seems so unpredictable, the old heroes' movements.
Yeah.
Switching around.
That's a move we don't see very often. That AoE. Very rare.
Gotta get out for that one. And he follows up right away. That's interesting AI. I mean, like, why would...
See. Look at that aggro. Oof.
Oof. So it looks like that there's an end range to that frontal attack. Oh, man. This is just... Oh, no. This is just so... weird, man.
It's a Monka-esque fight. It's a terrifying fight because you don't know in a second
There's
can just
no rhythm to it.
Nothing. You just go in and hope for the best.
Just have to react to what happens. Never get in a comfort zone.
Because you see that too. Old hero can chain attacks out of nowhere. Like there's just he'll go for it.
Well, he makes good use of the variable attack speed as well, which is a great way to crush a noob, right? They get used to a particular attack speed, and then he like goes in with a slow attack and knocks you out.
There we go. Oof.
Yeah.
Oh, Miltymilt has picked up the magic sword Makoto.
Magic Sword Makoto.
Which is
Makoto.
also it's a very important weapon for this run, correct?
Yes, Makoto. While we won't be using it, while they won't be using it for.
Wait, are you playing the game for Faraz?
No,
Is that why you took 2 hits, Mogenkai? You're throwing the game for team patches? Did Otts put you up to this?
No. Magic Sword Makoto is going to be used for draining HP. So instead of taking intentional damage or hits, right? Obviously, to get the Clever Rat set up, Makoto will slowly drain your HP.
Oh, that looks so crazy there.
That AOE, or rather that trail.
Please kill him, Faraz. We need this guy to die.
It's a slow fight, even with the Clever Rat's Ring. It was relatively slow fight because he has a ton of HP.
Ton of health.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. Oof.
You almost saw him. Well, saw him with his
And
Right,
that
one
should
more
be a
GG.
GG.
Daredevil eyes.
That's
Wow.
it.
All right, man. That was
Solid.
yeah.
Good fight.
Slugged it out.
Hmm.
So a little hard to make predictions now that we got some hits on the scoreboard, but what are you guys thinking now? Where do you think they're both going to end up?
Ooh, I don't know.
It can be clean for Faraz up through, honestly speaking. Milty, from what we've seen in this new run, has gotten hits in the later portion of the game. So as solid he is right now, as solid as it looks, there's so much risky stuff still coming along. So much scary stuff coming along still. So it's hard to say. But I think it's going to be around even at the current time. Because we have traditional, old, safe, and faithful versus new, fast, and aggressive. You know? So like those two different worlds right now can change the whole game.
Colpster, to answer your question, I'm not putting a 0 on his side because I'm lazy. No. I just don't like the way the zeros look. I don't know. They're very aggressive. Like it makes them look like they're like not good. You know? Like you're a 0. I don't know. It's a style choice.
I like it. No hits, no number. I like it.
These guys are definitely people. They're a big deal, man. Well, love what they do.
Milty going down, getting some upgrades. There we go.
He's at the blacksmith. Donnie would be proud. Donnie, of course, we'll see him tomorrow in Dark Souls 1 versus the Happy Hob. You may have heard of this guy. He's a brand new Twitch streamer.
Brand new.
Yeah. He's got a small community. It's growing, though, you know?
Yeah, he's making it.
You might have heard of him. Yeah. Anyway, Donnie likes to shop, though. He's a shopaholic, and he gets all the items. So
as in he buys all the items, or as he picks up everything he sees?
He just picks up stuff, yeah. And then I, like in Dark Souls 3, I always see him at the blacksmith. I don't know what the deal is. He's always upgrading something. Yeah, he kind of plays Dark Souls like an MMO. You know? It's cool.
Just gets everything.
So constantly crafting, not really doing much, just standing on crafting.
Just shit posts and guild chat and stuff. Yeah. Oh, man. Missed the opportunity to see Donnie last weekend in TwitchCon and Mogenkai and a bunch of other people, and I'm not going to mention so I don't cry in my Cheerios as well. But if you guys were at TwitchCon last weekend, there were a ton of SoulsBorne streamers there. Lots of hitless runners in attendance. Hopefully you got to see them if you went out there. If you didn't, it's rough, man.
And hopefully even more next year.
Yeah.
Hopefully more. Hopefully you guys make it out there next year.
Oh, I hope so.
I hope Faraz goes again. I didn't think he was going to go.
No, he sort of announced like last second, like 3 days before that he was actually going. Wasn't it something like that?
Yeah, I think it was like 3 seconds. He's just like, all right, cool.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I'm
And
going.
there. Yeah. He's like, oh, let's do a meetup, guys. Yeah, exactly.
All right. So this is interesting. Milty just put on all the
Check this out. Check this out. This is insane. This is a new
This is a new thing,
strat.
yeah.
Yeah, this is a new thing. This is watch this. Watch what he's gonna do. So he puts on this armor, right? And well,
Oh
I
man.
don't want to spoil it.
No,
you're
don't.
just
You
gonna
don't
have to
need
wait
to.
for it.
I'm
You're just gonna have to
surprised
wait for
I
it.
missed this in his most recent. Oh my lord. Okay, let's see what he's gonna do here.
He's going to
He's gonna go in, isn't he? He's gonna go in.
burn.
He might just go in.
Is he pulling a couch jockey here?
Oh,
He's pulling a couch shotgun. Check this
Oh,
out. Man. And he
at
makes it through.
that, with the flame resistance,
Yeah.
the great strength ring. Oh, look at all these extra items he picks up just to go through.
And
Just to skip it. Just
Chat.
to skip a section.
before
Completely
you
skip a section. by the
freak
way.
out,
Hmm.
hit exclamation rules and you will see that environmental damage, such as poison swamps and fire swamps, and
Do not count.
Exactly. So that was not a hit.
Nope.
yeah.
Not a
Now-
hit. If he would have died, that would have counted as a hit. but he
Now,
did not
this
die.
barrel exploding on his face, that would be a hit.
That would be a hit.
Because that's a trap. That's tricky. This guy has a really goofy outfit, by the way. I don't know what that's all about.
I love his neck thing, or whatever that is. Neck guard.
His
he probably hurt
jowls?
his neck somehow. Yeah.
Oh.
What's it called?
Well, his jowl.
What's a
Mr.
jowl?
Lizard.
It's like an extension of your neck. You know, when you got a lot of extra neck going on.
All right. For that extra neck.
We're talking about the neck so much. I'm thinking about the bent neck lady from The Haunting on Netflix. Have you guys seen that yet?
No, I haven't.
Not yet.
Oh, it's really good. I won't spoil it for you, but it's pretty spooky, man. Should have watched it for Halloween. What the hell were you guys watching this last week?
Dark Souls, mainly.
Yeah.
Dark Souls. Okay. Okay. All right, that's fine. It's fine.
I watched Call Me by Your Name last night.
That
was fun.
sounds
Sounds
like
like a romance
something on
comedy.
an exotic website.
You guys don't want to watch it, trust me. I mean, you do want to watch it, but I mean, like, don't.
Did Burn make you watch that?
No, I chose it. It was beautiful.
Oh man, you're such a beautiful man, Mogenkai. All right, we're going into Faraz's favorite boss, but Faraz isn't there yet.
Armor Spider. So this guy. Oh man.
Fireballs! Fireballs! Fireballs!
And again.
1, 2, and 3.
Beautiful.
Woo!
Gotta roll into that.
Oh,
Look at that damage, though. Look at that damage.
that is some fat damage, man. Look at it. Get
Three.
worked on, man.
Look at it! And
Oh
it's
my
dead
God.
immediately. Oh, the
Easy,
demon was
easy,
destroyed.
Easy.
Oh,
This is the kind of thing that just tickles my
that
balls.
was so sick.
Oh man, I don't think Faraz is gonna do it like that. I'm not sure. I'm not sure, man. This is this is a little unfair. It was actually really hard to pair somebody against Milt, to be honest. I don't think anybody is even close to his game knowledge.
No, there's no way. Like, these are some very impressive new strategies and ideas. He has stronger weapons up to this point than you normally would, and he completely skipped basically all the way through 2-1 as well, which is I had no clue you could do that.
Yeah. Well, in the next matchup too in DS2, Otz has been playing DS2 a long time. Of course, almost got the all boss run, and we won't talk about that except like 20,000 times this weekend. But McDrunkard almost got the world first on that game. So
But he did get a world's first a couple of days ago.
He did. World's first Dark Souls 2 bow only, any percent.
and I like that so much. I love bow runs, man.
Yeah, you said you were going to attempt something like that as well, weren't you?
I was routing a while ago Dark Souls 3. Squilla, of course, has already done that run. Xenosum's done it, bow only in Dark Souls 1. I think basically all the games have been done with the bow. So, yeah. But they're really cool. Especially in Dark Souls 2. Actually, bows are really solid. They're really good.
Oh yeah, they are. It's horrible how they drain your stamina quite roughly though.
Yeah. Well, we will see a lot of bow action in Dark Souls 2 and a little bit in Dark Souls 1 as well. So you'll see part of a run.
Oof, all right.
Okay, so Faraz just ended that NPC. Why was he running into a door?
So Faraz actually threw a soul remain. And,
oh, right.
Yeah, and it must have clipped through the environment, so he was going through and trying to reach it. Funnily enough. But there we go. We got magic sword Makoto as well for FaraazKhan.
Makoto.
Yes.
I don't know why that's so fun to say.
It's so fun.
Makoto.
I'm never gonna get tired of saying that. Makoto.
Makoto.
And thank you to everyone who's already supported the prize pool, either from the draft last month or earlier today. We are raising money for the prize pool for these guys. We are not sponsored by Doritos and Mountain Dew yet. We are working on that. Every day of my life, that was not a hit on the right. That was fall damage, just so you know. But if you want to support the prize pool, subs, tips, donos.
We're getting in for one very, very scary fight.
This looks spoopy.
Oh, Miltymilt's about to fight the sun.
The sun?
The sun.
Son of who?
No, the sun. S-U-N.
The straight up sun.
The straight
The
up
sun.
sun.
Flame
The
alert.
son of the sun.
It's actually a World of Warcraft boss name as well.
What? The sun?
No, Flame Lurker.
Oh, right.
Just throwing that out there. It's fine.
Hmm.
This is not a raid boss, though. This is a solo boss.
This is a solo boss.
What's going to happen here? He's locked onto his ass.
Throwing that kunai.
Boom. Oh, man. He just threw something in his ass.
He's trying to grab his attention.
Oh, he's kind of like a
This
gorilla.
Yeah. Honestly, I would be pretty angry if somebody threw something at my ass.
Yeah,
That's understandable.
me too. You got to ask before you throw the ass. Who's stuck on... Stuck.
Hilarious.
Okay.
Oh, no.
This is a scary fight because every move, essentially, not every, but nearly every move has that large
Like
hitbox.
lingering hitbox as well?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Not fun.
Plus, you can see Miltymilt kind of
Ooh.
getting him stuck on the rock there, and you'll see
God.
FaraazKhan doing the same thing. But he can break free as well.
He
And
can.
if he does that, oh man.
El Diablo is crazy here, man. This guy is not cool. This is the coolest boss we've seen so far in this run.
Gotta be very careful.
Definitely
So,
one of the trickier ones, right?
very, very tricky because if you lose positioning with this guy, it's game over. It's game over. Like there's just no recovery.
Yeah.
Getting him locked in that stake, getting behind that rock, going and punishing for all those attacks.
It feels a lot more like a Bloodborne encounter here. Very fast pace, very intense.
Ooh, and you see him getting more aggressive now. Higher,
Yeah.
larger AoE there.
Trying increasing.
Oh my God. Get out of here. Get him down.
One more, man.
Ooh, that felt close.
Let's go.
Milty's unhappy
How
about
did he
something.
See what's going on.
He's unhappy
not
about
risking
something.
it.
He's waiting.
He's not there we go. Oh,
GG, man.
And GG. That was beautiful. Man, that boss is tricky.
Absolutely terrifying.
You
Getting
can
some
all
flashback there. Mon.
unclench now.
Yeah, I was clench. I was booty clench.
I was not breathing very much during that fight. Ooh.
All right.
Hmm.
Good to go.
All right. Moving on down.
To the Dragon God.
Getting
Also interesting part of Demon Souls is that the end area, the end boss of every location is just that. No area, no environment really, just a boss fight.
That's actually really cool.
Mhm.
Yeah. I actually like that.
I'm going for the lizard right away too, grabbing that.
So the boss isn't attacking necessarily, is he?
Not yet, no. So the thing with the Dragon God, we've seen puzzle fights, right? We've seen bosses with specific routines and setups and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
There's a big old angry eyes there. He's going for a punch there. So he has to see you. Dragon God doesn't know where you're at in the environment. He has to see you. He has to notice your location. And you can see that from sound and visual cues, right? He gets big red eyes instead of his yellow eyes. And then he roars, which shakes the entire screen as you see there. He notices you.
Ooh, the yellow eyes. I saw it. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yellow light, red light, green light. Wait, are there green eyes?
No green eyes, just
That's-
yellow and red.
That's too bad.
So you're basically constantly in danger.
Oh,
you're never
man.
safe.
This is
there-
feeling like Monster Hunter World now. Okay.
So yeah, this is a puzzle fight more than anything. Got to get him in a setup here, and now we have less environment to sort of hide behind. So it's riskier in the second phase here. Gotta run through. Be very, 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 very quiet.
Red light. Yellow light.
Green light.
No, there's no green light, Singha. We already.
Well, there's sort of a green light in phase 2. He'll actually close his eyes and bow his head down.
Okay,
moments.
there is a green light.
So there is a green light. Ha! You were wrong, McRaptor.
It's more like a no light, but it's
Oh,
Shut up, Singha.
semi-right.
He's running through. He's still safe.
All right. Gonna harpoon his
On
ass.
the second harpoon. I love that. It's like
Boom.
a slight delay. You press the button and sort of just, that slight delay. It's like, did I actually hit the button?
Did it work? Can I
Did it work? Did it work?
can I do the things now?
Oh, FaraazKhan dealing with the dogs on the left-hand
Dogs.
side.
One
One
hit,
Lovely
slice.
creatures.
two hit.
2, and
GG.
He is done.
Well done.
That's a fun fight, though. I like it.
It's cool because it's actually trickier than it seems too. The timing and the rhythm to it, and one punch punishes. Oof, awful.
Well, and it's not like Bed of Chaos, like just complete gutter
Broken.
trash.
Who doesn't love that fight?
I mean, it's an interesting concept, but not well executed, so it's fine.
So FaraazKhan has dealt with 3 of the dogs here. I think there's 4 total.
Perfect moment to stand up, just as the 4th dog is somewhere around here. It's part of the strats.
Yeah, just get up and go answer the door.
I could be wrong. That might have been all 3. I'm trying to remember from like visual memory, but
Chat, was
should
it
be
3
safe.
dogs? 4 dogs? We were focused on the big Dargan.
Dargan. 3 dogs. 3 dog. 3 dog.
3 dogs. All right. One more to go. Yeah, this is interesting. So, I mean, this is the first time that we've seen this game in a hitless tournament anyway, but now we're also seeing different routes, which we don't typically see in most of the games. Yeah, which is really cool, actually.
And we're gonna be seeing this again, right, with Dark Souls 2. Like 2 different routes, 2 different ideas, 2 different run styles. It's just gonna be like incredible. Like,
Yeah.
this
Going to
really is
be
the most hyped
completely
tournament
different.
ever.
Back to back, different shit. Now, Dark Souls 1's going to be pretty similar. Hob and Donnie, I think have very.
I think it might vary quite a bit. Actually, I've seen what Donnie has done and what Happy Hob has done.
Donnie's newer to the run, so
Donnie
he would
has
come in
been
with.
following.
Yeah,
He's going to run with different weapons as well. He's going to go for, most likely, going with the Giant's Blacksmith Hammer and the Reinforced Club. You know, what you saw Squilla do in the Dark Souls 1 tournament.
I like that.
And his boss ordering is going to be different as well. But they are going to be defeating the same amount of bosses, same areas visited, just in a different order.
Well,
yep.
See variety there. Dark Souls 3, we're going to see a shit ton of variety. And Bloodborne, not really.
Bloodborne is the only one that has...
really only one way to win that game.
The only one that's going to be exactly the same for both runners, isn't it?
Well, and they're
I think so.
very close on time, too.
Oh, yeah.
I keep forgetting the exact amount. Did
Bloodborne
K Woody lose by 11 seconds?
11 seconds. Yeah.
So
God,
close.
that's crazy. So that of course was in the first Bloodborne tournament. It was a double elimination. The first one that we had done was a couple months back, and K Woody took number 3 in that tourney, and he went. Squilla went on to go fight Viking Veruda in the grand finals.
Oh man, that was good.
Viking won the first match and then dropped the second one. So Squilla took the number 1 spot. Viking came all the way back through the lower bracket to get number 2.
Yeah, you're gonna want to go and watch this over at McRaptor's YouTube channel as well. He's got everything recorded.
Oh, stop it!
Oh, you.
No, we've got all the big matches that we've done from the beginning. All 5 tourneys so far on the YouTube channel. You can check that out. I think there's links in the channel somewhere. There should be. I think Squilla and Faraz have uploaded a couple matches on their channels as well. You can check them out. So yeah, check all the people out. Make sure you're following all these people in the tournament as well. Some of you may be meeting Milty for the first time. He's an awesome guy, really great community-based streamer. You should follow him regardless. Faraz is nutty and crazy and amazing, and you should follow him as well.
All right, so this is also new, just to point that out real quick down below. Not down below, sorry. Over to the right with Miltymilt. He grabbed chunks of Dragonstone from that red Invader NPC, and he's running. This is completely different. Once again, this is 100% new stuff here in terms of routing. So I don't know if he's going to go for the traditional like quit out strats for the upgrade materials. He might be. I think, he still is. I think he still is, but we'll see here. But this is really cool to see as well, because like this environment's awful. Corridors and enemies and just gross things everywhere, and there's patches.
And patches. Team patches. Oh man, the frames. Oh no.
Oh,
Five frames per second. Okay. All right, we got out of there. Patches, you jerk.
He is routing some crazy things here.
think?
Okay. All right.
The filthy man.
So he's buying upgrade materials?
He's buying the Dragonstones.
Instead of farming them, you mean?
Yeah. So he got the chunks. He got the chunks, and now he's going for. This is really cool.
Speaking
you
of,
saw him just use one of those archstone things to return to the Nexus, which was a very rare item, you said.
Very rare. There's like maybe 2 free ones in the game. Only one enemy can drop them. And Patches sells them for like 20,000 souls.
What a
No, geez.
what? 20,000?
If I'm not mistaken, it's a high cost like that. Yeah,
Wow.
it's ridiculous.
That's crazy, man. Yeah, this game wants you to go through the whole level, go back to the Nexus.
May I ask a question towards chat, because this is interesting me here.
Yes.
So chat,
who
of you is a Patches supporter? 1-1 if you like Patches, 2-2 if you absolutely hate his guts. That's what I would.
There's only one right answer to that question. But
Yeah, the obvious answer is 2-2, isn't
is
it?
that
2-2.
hyperbole or is that just
my
true?
God.
Look at all these 1-1s.
Now we have team
Oh,
Patches though,
my.
right? So this is probably like Otz's like crew, like I love Patches, he's the best.
Oh man, I'm seeing a lot of seeing a lot of 2-2s though. A lot of 2-2s.
Yeah.
Love you guys. I love you guys.
Beautiful man.
Crazy.
Oh man.
Yeah. Whew. Glitches.
Obviously.
No glitches are allowed in these games.
No glitches, no major skips, nothing like that.
Yeah, and just to be clear too, the no limits thing is just like the no limits on games. It's just a catchy title. There's actually nothing. It doesn't mean anything. Just in case you guys know, didn't know. It's really just a hitless tournament, but there's no limits because we're playing all 5 SoulsBorne games. And it just sounded it sounded cool to me. I was drinking beer and it just came to me. So
yeah. With that in mind, we are not in fact going to be doing a hitless run of Uno, as you so cleverly advertised a couple of days ago.
That was for Otz's fans that speak Spanish primarily. It's Uno, one day.
Of course.
One.
All right, so what we saw there,
Come on, man.
Miltymilt,
All right. Yeah.
Miltymilt got the Morian Blade, and he has a Dragon Halberd +4, which is just 1 under the max level for the halberds. Mind you, which is so hard to get in this game, by the way. Like a +5, +10, whatever of the final upgrade in this game is much harder than traditional Souls. But this is going to be really cool because, like, once again, this is new. Like having a dragon infused weapon, which basically means fire weapon, right? And also allowing him to focus purely into endurance and magic for his Crescent Falchion, and just to have max endurance too. So we're going to be seeing some cool damage here.
Do you know, Mog, you make me think about what makes these games so good. And it's the customization, right? All the different builds that you can do. And
It's fun.
I don't want to start a whole dialogue about Sekiro, but I'm a little concerned that the lack of customization that I'm understanding about it will kind of limit the replay and how that, like, it gives you that full RPG feel, right?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like it's undoubtedly going to be an amazing game, but I think one of the things that actually limits Bloodborne from being better is that there's a bit of a lack of build variety, right? A lack of weapons, even though the DLC does add quite a few. It's not like these games. It's not like Demons or Dark Souls 1 through 3 where you have a lot of different weapons and builds that you can do.
Yeah, I agree for sure. And Bloodborne, even if it works so well, how tight it is, it's definitely true. Like the lack of early variation is one thing that I think hurts it a little bit.
Yeah.
And it's just so fun to see that in these games, man. So fun, like you can use, virtually any weapon, any
magic and bows and
Crazy
melee
stuff.
weapons, big weapons, small weapons, weapons that you can use your fist. You can do anything.
You can use a torch in Bloodborne.
You can use a torch. Yeah. Wizard hands. We got Couch Jockey, the resident hitless wizard. Hello,
Ooh.
sir.
Coming in with a host as well for 144 viewers.
Oh, Couch. 144. It's
144.
That's like a elite number there. Thank you very much, Couch. Couch Jockey types, friends. What do you call your people? Are they
His couch cushions.
Couch
man.
cushions.
his couch cushions? He sits on his viewers. Well, Couch Cushions, welcome on in, guys. Hope you had
Safe
fun
and warm
watching
underneath
the
under his
wizard
butt.
practice his last time before the tournament tomorrow, where he goes up against this kind of shitty player named Gino Machino.
Really bad player. Like,
He's like, I don't even know how he got in, man. He must know
Dude.
somebody.
I don't Gino Machino. He is a Machino. I don't even know. Watching him is like,
Yeah.
oh man, I don't even know how to describe it.
Ca-
You're gonna have to see for yourself tomorrow.
Couch is oh man. Oh, wow, look. I mean, Couch is a machine too. They're both
they're both masters of the craft, man. It's ridiculous.
yeah.
Couch is like a machine, but on fire.
Mm-hmm. And I would say that probably the next closest person that operates like that is probably Squilla
Mm-hmm.
in terms of consistency, right?
Yeah.
Which is the most important thing actually in a hitless tournament, because if like single elimination, double, it doesn't matter. You're trying to get as few hits as possible on demand, and doing some really cool flashy stuff is awesome for the audience, and we do encourage that. But doing that consistently is really important
Scary.
if you want to get that Lambo.
You want to get that Lambo, man. All right. So Milty with the Dragon Halberd going through the split, and he's doing good damage with the two. So, despite it being fire infused and having, non-scaling damage, we're still seeing some pretty high numbers. 257 one-hit kills on these guys. Very nice stuff. Very good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So there's no risk of needing to like chain backstabs or nothing. Just one swipe and done.
What fascinates me about the Demon Souls run is that you run around with several different weapons for different encounters. You don't really see that in the other runs.
It's true.
Very true. Yeah, very true. And
You're going in with like 4 different weapons as utility or damaging outputs, leveling up so many different things at the same time.
yeah, Demon Souls was very strict with that because enemies have certain resistances, that you just can't really bypass, and so you're kind of forced to use. In this example, perfect, right? You're using like a strike weapon or physical damage weapon, and then you have your backup Crescent Falchion, which of course does the magic damage, which works on certain enemies that perfect example like 2-1. They're so resistant to anything that's not piercing damage, so you have to hit them with magic damage instead.
So does that mean that the halberd does that scale with magic as well, or do you have to put in a bunch of points into scaling dexterity, for example?
So Milty's route with the Dragon Halberd, it is non-scaling. Unfortunately, it is just the one damage type, which is the fire damage. I believe. I think it is just fire damage. I don't think it's split, if I'm not mistaken. It might be split, but it's been a while since I've seen it for Demon Souls. But yeah, he's just putting everything to magic for the Crescent Falchion when he has to use it, and then everything else into endurance, in order to have that max stamina, that max roll, that max sprint distance.
What are we doing on the right here?
It's split. Oh, it's okay. Thank you.
Oh,
Look
God,
at that
that's
meaty
bad
backstab.
damage. 1042. Get out of here. And a
And
Just
420.
annihilates that invader.
Oh man.
Guys, the funny thing is I think he had Makoto on. I don't think he had Maureen Blade on. So what you're about to witness is the first time ever hyper mode.
Hyper.
That was hyper mode.
Hyper mode. Wait, that was it?
Wow,
Now let's see it.
that was impressive.
Oh my gosh.
What the
Done.
Jesus Christ!
Done. Done.
Get the hell out of here,
The
man.
demon was destroyed.
Hyper mode. Oh god.
Oh my god.
Yo, this game is really hard.
Faraz seemed to be standing in fire there. He didn't actually take a
I
hit.
have
did he?
seen Faraz get hit on the split recently, though. On the left
Yeah,
here.
with a bunch of fire walking around, that seems kind of scary.
Yeah.
Lizards.
Oh,
Those
man.
lizards.
Did he get hit? No, he didn't. Oh, he did get hit. That was a hit.
No, that's a trouble spot for him.
Those lizards.
That's 3 hits for Team Hunter's dream.
Yeah.
That's tricky.
Do you know what's important, though?
What?
The important thing is... Ooh, that was scary. Faraz will be joining us to commentate on the next match, so we'll have plenty of time to get inside of his brain. See what happened there.
Poking the dogs from a
With the
distance.
dogs.
This is what's really cool about Milty's new stuff too, is that you don't have to deal with this anymore.
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy.
I had a really evil thought. If you guys are new to the tournaments, Faraz has been crying to me for some time now about how he didn't get a prize pool during our charity tournament, the one that he won in Dark Souls Remastered. And I think it's gonna be funny if his team loses by like 2 or 3 hits or something like that, and then he can only blame himself for no prize pool.
Oh man.
So mean.
I know
wow.
it's true, but
Wow.
right?
That's
A
horrible.
lot can happen, man. A lot can
I
happen.
like it.
Oh man, if he loses, I'm gonna have to gift him like 2 tier 3 subs or something just to smooth this one over.
Let's get him another emote slot.
Yeah, and look, this is a bit unfair. Not unfair, but like, there's nobody to match up with Milty, I don't think, right? And
No.
like, I don't think anybody could do any better than what we're seeing here. So,
I'm not even sure I've seen Milty play a different game than Demon Souls.
He did Dark Souls 3 hitless. So
Did
Oh,
he?
just
He
in
did.
his spare time. He did it on like a Tuesday. He was not busy, so
Oh right, of course.
that's
He has
what
a
I
free
do
time.
too, right? Just in your spare time, you just hit a game.
Oh yeah, of course.
I
I'm of
guess
course
some
currently no hitting Red Dead on my free time. That's
Beautiful.
totally happening.
Now, who is this awesome knight here?
ooh,
Jeff
Milty
Haley, hey, he made a
is-
friend.
No,
And
Wait, no, what's he doing? Whoa!
Murder!
Ultimate betrayal.
Savage,
Just
man.
straight ruined him.
Get out of here.
Wow. And I thought he got a friend.
That's hyper mode, dude.
That's
That's
hyper
hyper
mode.
mode.
Also, I didn't explain hyper mode. So to clarify, right?
What's
you,
to explain? It's amazing.
You get 30% additional damage with Clever Rats, and then the Morian Blade, that extra weapon on his back that he has, on his other hand, that gives you an additional 50% when you're under, 30%.
Is it additive or multiplicative?
I think it's like additive, but regardless, you have 80% additionally on your.
Hold your horses. I actually looked this up before the run.
You
It
know?
is not in fact 80%, and it does actually it is actually multiplicative. So
It's
the total damage increase is actually somewhere close to 140% damage.
What?
increase.
What?
Yeah.
The maths.
What?
Yep.
Coming in hot. All right. Thanks for doing that.
Jesus.
It's amazing.
Mm.
It's absolutely crazy.
No hit runs are not only fun, they're fundamental.
Mm. Yeah, and that's why you got to look this up in advance. You got to
That's
check out
crazy.
what you
Wait,
need to do.
is your data from the wiki though? Oh, okay, we're going into
Maybe.
Armored Spider.
Armor Spider.
This is a
Dodging
trouble
one,
spot for Faraz as
2,
well.
and
He
3.
practiced him right
He
before.
dodged
3.
all of the frames.
Beautiful. Now we're gonna get some fat damage here, or is it gonna be kind of baby damage?
A little bit more baby. He doesn't have Clever Rats here, so we're only doing.
229. You promised me
Still
more
good
damage,
damage,
Mogenkai.
You're getting damage. You're getting damage from Milty.
Oh, he's going very low on stamina.
He's taking it slow.
Yeah. See, I
But still safe.
told you.
and
GG
simple,
though.
and there we go.
all right,
So GG.
GG.
It's a good fight. It's a good fight.
Yeah, killing more spiders on the right here. All right, this is going well.
It is. It is.
I was a little unsure of how this was going to go down, given that we haven't cast one of these before, and Mogenkai has been incredibly helpful, huh?
Oh yeah.
That
I mean,
knowledge,
he actually
man.
knows what he's talking about.
Oh,
Thank
God.
you guys.
Oh.
I appreciate that.
Chat, please give some love to Mogenkai. Saving the game knowledge, man. It's hard to find people with Demon Souls, deep Demon Souls game knowledge.
Deepest lore.
Oh, man.
So the Maneater splits this entire environment to 4-2, and pretty scary, right? Because these gargoyles are littered and all over the place, and they can chase you down very aggressively. I've seen Milty actually get hit in this level, probably the most out of all the runs I've watched of his. For some reason, right? It's weird how like these gargoyles just love Milty.
Mogenkai, are you testing your ability to curse runners?
No, I'm not.
That sounds like something I would do, but I'm.
This is definitely some kind of curse. If Milty gets hit here, that will mean that it's Mogenkai's fault.
That's a team
That's true,
Mogenkai
isn't
hit.
it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That doesn't count for team patches. All right.
But I think Milty's got it, right? I think he's fine.
Oh, see, if I were to say
He's-
something like that, he would get knocked off the ledge right there.
Oh.
But I didn't say that. See, that was hypothetical.
He's good. He's good.
Of course.
Whatever you say, Mogenkai.
No, there's no way that the Maneaters will hit him. There's no way.
All right. If you guys are new to the channel as well, there's this rumor going around that McRaptor can curse a runner by saying things. I don't know if I believe it.
All right. So let's say, okay. So in which split do you believe that Miltymilt is going to get hit in? Let's test your curse knowledge here.
Let's test it. Well, I would have said this one had it been earlier, but he's over the hump, I think. So if I were to say which split Miltymilt would get a hit in, it'll either be in 5-1, which is Leechmonger, or 1-4, which is penetrator, or 1-3. Yeah,
I was gonna say he was gonna get penetrated.
yeah. I feel like penetrator. It's scary. It's a scary world.
Yeah.
1-3. 1-3. My apologies.
All right. Well, McRaptor is called the penetrator as the curse split. So we'll just see. We'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah, let's see what kind of penetration occurs.
All right, so here's Maneaters. Remember, he has that. What you said was what, like 140% extra damage?
Something like that. Yeah.
I think it was 5,000.
Yeah. Check this out. He's just going to annihilate these bosses.
616.
Oh, good God.
2,
Oh
3.
Yeah.
my God!
One of them.
Get out of here!
Out.
Get
This
out!
is a boss. Get
2,
out.
3,
Bye.
4.
Bye. Oh, whip. Oh,
And it's
it looked like a
dead.
whip. Wow, man.
It looked like a whip. He got him.
Yeah.
Instant GG on the Maneaters. Oh man.
This
That speed from the falchion, that magic damage. Oh.
Wow. That was
It's like a single twin blade.
half of the wind blades.
Just one
And-
wind blade.
The crazy thing is that they're actually, if I'm not mistaken, magic resistant too, considering they're very magical creatures.
Of course.
So that just shows you how much damage that is in terms of the hyper mode setup. You know,
Okay. So despite the fact that it's a magic resistant creature, you still want to go in with the magic enchanted falchion and not the halberd.
simply due to speed, right? You're able to
Okay.
pull off those combos a lot more aggressively. Halberd, as you can see, has a lot of recovery time per swing, so that speed is the name of the game for that fight for sure.
Gotcha.
We need to settle how to say that word. Is it falchion? Falchion.
I say falchion.
I like Falcon more, but I'm so used to saying Falchion, it's a little hard.
And I am, of course, Swedish, so my opinion does not count as much.
It's true. It's true. That's not true. You guys are great people.
No, you.
Yeah. Well, I don't have an opinion actually. You guys just both say it differently. It's fun. Still in this hallway. Why is this hallway not done yet?
It's a long hallway.
It is a very long hallway, man.
It's a tall tower.
We got Medusa up here.
All right, so this
Oh,
is...
he whiffs a couple, but it's safe nonetheless.
He's good. He's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is the last environment too for for World 3, that is, as he goes in to fight the old monk.
Oh,
Oh.
whip. It almost got punched in the face.
God.
Ooh, Monk seems like a very scary fight because
He's like a
reacts
mid-roller,
so quickly.
too.
So this can be scary. He has those projectiles, right? Those soul masses.
Soul masses and a
And as you see,
funny hat.
You have to free aim all of the attacks as well.
Gotta be quick. If you miss one, as you saw there, instant swipe.
Oh,
Oh, he got lucky
Like
with the
that?
charge.
oh.
He got lucky with the charge.
All
That's a
right.
GG.
Well done.
Whew. 0 hits so far from Milt, past the old monk.
Beautiful.
Oh. I love that hat, by the way, that the old monk has.
So cool.
Chat
Ritz
says
and-
you're supposed to pronounce it Falchion.
Falchion? Oh, yeah. The Swede was correct.
Just like really turns your world upside down, doesn't it, Mogenkai?
It kind of does.
Mm.
Kind
A
of hurts,
Swede
man.
speaks better English than the Americans. Yeah,
Oh,
must feel
okay.
rough. Doesn't it?
Wow.
Well, what's the origin, right? What's the origin? If it's not in
Yeah.
America.
It's actually Anglo-Saxon. I have no idea where it's actually from, but probably from the olden times.
I would say it's like a Middle Eastern weapon, right?
Could be. Yeah,
A
definitely.
curved sword. Yeah.
We have the internet, you know that, right?
What's the internet?
I don't have the internet actually. Yeah.
Oh,
Shoot.
that must suck.
Yeah.
Sweden is better than America. It's proven.
Oh, yeah.
All right. We're
So
moving
Milty's
on.
going back into 4-2, right? I'm gonna go visit Blige again. Get
That's
restocked
the
on
Oddstarva
those.
clone on the right on the loading screen.
That is, in fact, what he looks like. Fluted? Did that say fluted? That set?
200%.
It's hilarious.
So, yep. So this is the Faraz is just grabbing the silver bracelets. That's the item that gives you the extra additional souls per kill.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Thing you mentioned a couple of splits ago.
Mm-hmm.
This one was female only, wasn't it?
Yep.
So if you roll a male character, you cannot, in fact, wield it.
That sucks.
all.
Man.
Girls
it
only
possible-
club, Demon Souls.
Man.
And I'm assuming if you realize this halfway through the game, you cannot change it, can you?
Nope.
Can't re-roll a male character halfway through.
But in the next game we're going to play, you can do just that if you jump into a coffin by a lake next to a fat guy.
You can do that? Oh, man, I gotta try that.
Wow. Only in Scholar of the First Sin edition. That's not true, actually. Or I don't know.
First edition? Cool.
Wow.
Wow.
These... so
Wow.
what I'm noticing about this game is really interesting. As long as your character isn't moving, the like the character models, like the graphics look really good on this game when you're not moving.
Except, and then you start moving. It's
Well,
terrible.
then
Is that
it
what
gets a little blurry. You know, the textures get a little funky. But
Well, they added a lot of motion blur to this game. I can definitely tell.
oh, I
Well-
hate motion blur,
Yeah.
and you can't turn it off, of course.
Nope.
I love that when motion blur became a new thing and everybody, every single
What
Jesus!
just happened?
All
That sounds
those
scary.
all those hit whiffs, man. That was scary.
Oh
Hit the
boy!
wall, hit the
Come
wall.
on, Faraz.
Okay.
That's one of the major issues with one of the with a weapon that swings from the side. Collision detection in games like this is actually really good.
Mhm.
Chat informs me that the falchion, which we know how to pronounce, is actually a European weapon. So sorry. God.
So Singha
Was
it's,
correct
it's
again?
natural to you. It's
Sing-
natural.
Wow,
Your people may have created it.
nice.
Mhm.
My people.
I think
So
your
this
people
is a
were wielding like huge axes and shit.
Basically, yeah. Axes and falchions, apparently.
You know, your people and my people, like from back in the day, are very similar. I have Norwegian blood and also from Ireland. It's not that far from you.
yeah.
Mogenkai, where are your people from originally?
Well, I believe I am from Spanish descent, right?
That's pretty close too.
Yeah, so
We
we're all
could-
over there.
We could all be like family for all we know. And we all were responsible for the creation of the falchion.
We all had the falchion.
All right.
All right, so we're in 5-1, Leechmonger split.
We didn't see any crazy cool stuff happen on the left with
Not
the
yet.
trap.
No crazy cool stuff.
It's too bad.
But Milty is in probably one of the worst levels in SoulsBorne history. Like, well, you know what? No, next one for sure. But this is still pretty bad.
Hmm.
This is like the poison. This is poison the environment. This is poison the world, right?
Looks kind of like
the
Blight
wor-
Town.
Poison the game.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And
But yeah, might I add
Oh,
another
more side
feature
blobs.
More side blobs. Might I add a point of interest here? You can see both runners having their health drained, and this is because of the weapon that FaraazKhan is switching in his left hand, and MiltyMilt is just
passively
keeping it
doing.
wielded on
Mhm.
his left hand, which is draining his health, setting up the hyper mode.
Hyper mode.
I love hyper mode so much.
I know, it's great.
This might be the best Soulsborne game just because of hyper mode.
There we
Man.
go. So Milty's got it all set up and ready to go. Faraz still kind of tricking out a little bit there. Mind you, I think Faraz still only has the clever rats. He does not have the morning blade. So he will only be doing the one standard, I think 30%.
Yeah, Faraz is going to get the Morion Blade in 4 splits, I believe, after the Dragon God.
Mm-hmm. So he's doing fools a little bit early here.
More
Yeah,
hallways.
We're always.
Demon Souls hallway simulator. Yeah, this is intense here. Can he go? Yep, he got out of the hallway. All right. Those are that's a lot of guys there.
Yeah, Milty is dealing with a very hard spot here. Luckily, he has enough of these soul remains to do everything.
Mhm.
But these guys have very wonky hitboxes with their stabs and their pokes.
Yeah.
They can be very, very hard to predict.
So those are basically alluring skulls then.
Yes.
From the Souls game. Okay. All right.
Here we go
And
with
we're going in.
Faraz.
Are we going to see a
Full final.
2-hit kill?
You're not going to see a crazy one like
Yeah.
you did before, but you're going to
Yeah.
see some good damage.
It's going to be pretty close, isn't it? Still going to one cycle him, I believe.
I'm not sure as of right now because we're doing magic on a magic boss. There we go. Oh no, yeah, that's a one cycle for sure.
Him?
That's it.
This
Full
looks like
cycle is dead.
Done.
That's definitely a female, right?
That's a girl. It's a
Yeah.
female, yeah.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if this was one of these confusing Souls things. You know, when Singha said him, I was like, whoa, is that a he?
Her. Sorry,
I
yeah.
never know in these games because, like,
Her.
it's confusing at times. All right.
Milty eating a grass here. Oh, I know why he ate it.
Because he's about to take some damage from the poison, isn't he?
It's either that or falling damage, depending on what he's going to go for here.
But not a hit. Just
But not a hit.
Ooh, right.
Not a hit.
Leechmonger. All
Very,
right.
very nasty boss. Wildly unpredictable as well. It's kind of an annoying fight. All right, so there's a little bit of that.
And he
Getting
makes
reset
you
up there.
come all the way to him too. Like he's rude.
So you see that build up on the floor there, grabbing his legs.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Gonna make him move a little bit slower.
Yeah. Looks like
Oh.
there's poop growing off of his body. This wow.
Done.
Wow.
Oh,
wow.
man, did you see that?
Done.
Whoa, can we get a clip of the boss? I couldn't see it. I'm just kidding. I don't need a clip. I mean, unless you guys want to see it
Did you
again.
the hand swipe at the end, it sort of pushed Milty's character aside a bit, but
It did.
that was not a hit.
Not a hit now.
Not a
Just-
hit.
Just boxes
Are
hitting.
you trying to create controversy here, Singha?
Absolutely.
Look at these environmental effects, guys. Can you see it faintly? It's like rain.
Little part
It does look like rain.
Wow.
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 It's really advanced stuff.
That was really cool to see Milty just run in there, right? In that one opportune moment and just like slash. Because Leechmonger can go aggressive and just smack all over, shoot things all over. It's like such a scary boss.
Yeah.
Cleared it. What is Milty doing now, though? I'm confused.
He's
Getting
poisoned.
Not a hit.
Not a hit. This is
Not a hit.
environmental this is what will happen in this area regardless.
No,
Correct?
there's like no way to avoid it. The entire environment is just this giant swamp pool. So even if you're trying to go for a no damage run, you would have to wear very specific gear, have a huge amount of restoratives to clear the poison effect before it actually happens. And there's no meter, as you see. You're blind to it. You can't see the stack up at all.
Too much work.
Too much work. And I'm assuming, is it like in the other game where it disappears after a while?
Yes. It will go away. It does go away naturally on its own. No way to tell, like I said before, though, unfortunately. But it does take a minute. It does take well, not a minute, but like a while. It takes a good few chunk of minutes.
So this is not a hallway, but it feels like one.
It's just a giant. He's just walking through this giant swamp pit right now. He's going in a way
looks like
that's
a maze.
Yeah. So he's traversing it in a new routing idea or style rather. I don't think I've seen this one. So he's, if I'm not mistaken, he's walking left instead of right around the pool, right? Because there's kind of a directive line that you can kind of run through.
Yeah.
You'll see Faraz more than likely go the right way instead.
Mm-hmm.
But this is like really, really cool. And surprisingly, it seems as if this is actually safer too, because you actually deal with less.
Yeah, there's like
potential
no
enemies.
enemies over there in that route. You just like
It's just poison.
it seems weird. Like they forgot to
So-
patch some guys in.
Yeah.
Patch some guys in.
Team patches. No, I mean they just like at least they didn't take the Demon Ruins approach and just put every enemy possible, everyone next to each other.
Milton's getting through pretty fast here as well. About halfway through the level, I'd say.
I feel like I often come into somebody's stream who's playing Demon Souls right here too, and you're just like, what is going on? You're just running aimlessly through the swamp.
And that's what makes it so difficult too, because there's not a lot of visual cues, usually speaking.
Mhm.
It takes a minute to learn the route for 5-2 because it's this giant pool. It's nasty.
Mm-hmm. It is nasty. It's a swamp, man.
Yeah.
It's better than
I love how there's swamps in like every game in the Soul series.
It's like the one
Like-
staple. You got the whole team sitting around a table like, all right, guys, what do we need? Poison swamp. By far.
Poison
Like,
swamp and moonlight greatswords. That's what we need.
yeah.
Nothing else.
You know what's actually funny about that?
What?
Moonlight Greatsword is in the swamp.
No way.
Mind blown. Wow. That's pretty cool, actually. Yeah, I was trying to think. I was like, yeah, I could place all the swamps in the other games, and I was like, well, Bloodborne. I was like, well, like the forest. Basically, there's like kind of a swampy area down there by the pigs. So I was like, yeah, swamps.
Half that game seems like it's a swamp anyways.
Well, it's dirty. Yeah, it's a dirty game.
So let's hear. What is Faraz? Is Faraz doing the lizards now? Yeah. So he's doing the quitouts now. Okay.
Yeah, so he's basically farming the lizard for upgrade materials,
Yes.
so that he may upgrade his weapons for maximum damage.
That's actually pretty smart too, because doing it all before Flame Lurker, getting rid of all that grind, you know, just getting all out the way. That's smart. That's very smart.
You know what's so amazing is like how these guys like Faraz, who've done every single game on the 90% run, can remember all this shit. You know? Oh no!
Oh, Milty. No.
You got a sweep around attack, and now he's in a very bad position here.
Very, very bad.
Oh my God.
Is he gonna die? No, he didn't.
He's safe, but that
Is a hit
That
That
is
is
a
a
hit.
hit.
for Team Ots. I mean, Team Patches.
First hit for Team Patches.
Oh
It's
boy.
funny. 'Cause I predicted Leechmonger, but no, Dirty Colossus. It was
Close call though.
yeah. This place is awful, man. It's awful.
Seems fun.
We're still.
All right, we have FaraazKhan coming in, fighting the sun again.
Oh, this is my favorite fight.
I'm gonna have to agree with you on that.
It'd be even more exciting if they fought him like out in the open, but I know they would get destroyed. So
Yeah,
I understand why you don't do
it's so
that.
awful.
But it would be
I
pretty
want to try
cool.
that. I want to see what that's like. I don't think I've ever seen an actual
Yeah,
flame lurker fight.
just like steal somebody's PS3 and go fire it up, man.
All right, sure.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna find someone to to steal the PS3 off instead of buying it.
You know, they still sell those things used for
That's
like
really good
$100. I'm like, what are you talking about? It should be like $20, dude. All right. We're going to see some wall strats. Oh, he got bored. Blech.
Oh man, I don't even know where to look right now.
I don't either. Mog, you're on Milt. Okay, you've got to watch.
Milt.
Okay,
Going through Milt right now.
chat. You look at whatever you want, but Flame Lurker looks pretty cool to me. That's probably where my eyeballs would be.
MiltyMilt seems to be coming up to the Dirty Colossus, though, isn't he?
Yep, he's right before the boss store, so he will be in there.
Man.
Very
Double boss
momentarily.
fights.
And Lurker's a slow boss fight, so yeah, we're gonna have doubles again and different ones.
FaraazKhan seems to be handling it well, though. Kind
Yeah.
of clutch.
Yeah, we'll see the kill beforehand because Milty needs to drain his HP first.
Yeah,
That way he's drinking stuff.
Yeah. Yes.
he's just chilling. Yeah, Singha, have you ever cast a 4-match run with me before?
I remember that one time where we cast 9 hours in a row, but I don't remember casting
4 at a
matches,
time.
though.
Yeah, that's really. Faraz hates doing those. I think they're kind of cool, but it is disorienting. Yeah,
G.
GG
Look at that,
on
man.
the Flame Lurker.
GG
How nice of
Faraz.
Milty! How nice of Milty to wait for Faraz to finish the fight. as well.
And take a hit to give Faraz a little
Yeah.
bit more of a chance, right?
little bit
Such
more,
a kind
little bit
man.
more.
Yeah. Dirty Colossus
here we go.
time. He is
Absolutely love this name.
indeed dirty.
Colossus is so awfully nasty.
Yeah, look at
AoEs
the
and
damage
bugs.
on that.
Swing.
That was 2 hits.
Let's see what he's gonna do here. Going for the punish. Oh no, he's playing a little. Oh no, there we go.
Ooh.
Got like 2 more hits to go here. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's go for it.
Going in for the punish now, and that's a GG.
Done.
1 hit on the split, clean boss fight.
Well done.
Beautiful.
Meanwhile, FaraazKhan is coming up to the next boss, coming up to the Dragon God.
Dragon God.
Dragunogado.
And we have had 1 hit on Milty so far. I'm going to throw that up on the screen there so you guys can see a little bit of a wraparound. Oh, man. That does not feel good.
That was rough.
Still
Faraz
ahead by 2 points, though.
is actually aggroing the Dragon God on purpose to clear rubble. Huh.
That's clever.
He wants more room for activities.
But McRaptor, there's already so much room for activities.
Yeah. Well, there's going to be even more.
More room.
Okay, so what's he gonna do? Is he gonna go for it or clear it? Oh yeah, MiltyMilt is past the NPC that is protecting Maiden Estrella. Caught the
Yes.
plague.
Which is also like ridiculously unavoidable. So
man.
And that's it. That's Maiden Estrella.
He talks to her and she dies.
And she dies.
Okay. All right. Look, I try to keep an open mind on these things, but that's a stupid boss.
Says hello, literally dies.
So yeah, I mean, just
Hello,
explain it real quickly. Like she's there because she wants to help, cure the world, cure the poison.
Then why
know,
did she
cure
give
the,
you plague?
She doesn't give you plague. The environment gives you plague.
Look,
See? Not a hit.
you got to watch out for those girls that give you the plague, man. You got to be careful.
But yeah, so she actually sacrifices herself, or rather, just gives up essentially because you killed her protector, right? You killed what's his name? Lord Almighty, what is his name? But since he's gone, she decides to just give up.
And
Garvin,
is that good? Or why is it necessary to kill her?
She just sacrifices herself, man.
Man,
She
that's
just-
rough.
She just
It's
gives
really
up.
sad.
Man. All right.
Okay, going for the green lights.
No lights.
No lights.
0 lights.
Oh,
Closed
there's
eyes.
some
Lights.
lights. Some light.
Also interesting to see that he actually is using the battle axe too. Does more, physical damage to those pillars.
Indeed, he does.
and Faraaz also killing these lizards here for the clear stone, because we're going to be seeing different upgrade paths from both of these guys, as we've seen so far with Milty using dragon instead.
Yeah. I do want to address something in chat. Demon Souls is the least played Souls game by far, even though it came out first. But what I think is cool about showcasing this in a tournament is that Milty and a few others have put a lot of time in learning the no-hit run. So while there is a little bit lack of knowledge on this game in general, there's a lot of cool stuff in it. And like I said, all you got to do is create a Japanese PSN account and you can download it on PS4. So like you can play it today. So this is almost like a commercial.
Man, maybe I will.
Like a 3-hour-long commercial for Demon Souls on PS4 Japanese store.
Will it be in? Can you choose to play it in English though, or will it be in Japanese?
I think it's just in Japanese. Yeah. And Joe, thank you for the sub.
That's gonna be fun.
Joe was my co-host on the draft, which is also on the YouTube channel and on a Twitch VOD somewhere. Joe, welcome back, sir. Thank you very much for being such an awesome guy. And an
Great
awesome
commentary.
Bloodborne
Great
hitless runner. Oh, he's great at commentary.
Oh yeah.
Like we already knew
went
you
back
guys
and
were
checked.
good at the runs, right? But like now we found out how many of you guys are so good at providing the knowledge and having fun with it, which is what makes this so much better.
Who knew we can speak English?
Yeah, well, Mog and I are learning. You know,
we are learning.
we're
We
getting-
Oh
didn't
yeah,
know
true.
Falchion.
I'll teach you. I'll teach you
Thank you. I appreciate that.
the language of my people. English.
Oh man. Chat saying the menus and symbols are so confusing. Yeah. No, it's like it was tough when I played Dark Souls 3 in Japanese. Like I couldn't actually get out of Firelink Shrine. I didn't know what I was supposed to do, right? Because it was a blind playthrough, and I didn't know that I had to warp somewhere. And I couldn't understand any of the words, so I was like, "Wait, what am I supposed to do?" But somebody from chat helped me. Yeah, it would be hard, and I wish they would just make an English version, you know, which at some point maybe they will. But it's really complicated, I think, with the licensing on this game. Same for Bloodborne, which is why we haven't seen it on PC, for instance.
Sadly.
Yeah.
Whoa! Do you see that rain of arrows coming at Miltymilt?
There were a lot of arrows going on.
Scary.
Yeah.
And fire behind him. Enemies all. Thank God for that. Oh, soul remains.
So as I pointed out earlier with Tower Knight, right? Like we can see, like Milty even decides to come in later on because it's scary. It's a scary split.
Mm-hmm.
And here we get to see Miltymilt fight Tower Knight. See how he handles it.
Oh, this should be interesting.
Oh, he's just running immediately. Everything just instantly dies. Everything. And we can expect to see a fast Tower Knight kill as well. He's much more upgraded than FaraazKhan was when he got here.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what's so cool about watching Demons is that you see how much copy pasta there is.
Wait, did Faraz just die again, or
what are you talking about?
No. Faraz is he's doing the.
No, he looks very relaxed. I think he's good to go.
He's just farming. He's just grabbing the upgrade materials.
Singha?
Never mind.
Man,
what?
Freaking me out, dude.
Hey,
I've got a lot of money on this game in Vegas, dude, and like what's supposed to happen is Milty's gonna throw the fight now, you know, and
at the penetrator, as you so skillfully predicted.
As I said, I talked to these guys ahead of time. I said, all right, Milty, make it look like you get a good lead so it looks all legit and above board, and then when you get to penetrator, just get penetrated hard.
Rigged.
Make me that money.
All right, so let's see here. That's all the NPCs cleared for the Tower Knights, I believe.
Yeah.
Nice. All right, going in for the kill.
I do like this boss a lot. He looks very cool.
He is. He is very cool. Oh man, that slam AoE.
He's also full of hot air, apparently.
Oh yeah.
Or he needs more oil.
This was the origins of the hot air balloon. Actually, it came in the form of a knight to begin with. So he's knocked him down.
Oh man!
And he's already at
he's
already at 40% health, and it's immediately dead in one
Get out
hit.
of here!
Oh my god!
Well played.
See, that's a 40% health just got chopped up in one hit.
That damage,
Man.
insane.
Oh.
All right, so Milty's also taking the time now to also proc and get his hyper mode ready.
Hyper mode.
Yeah.
FaraazKhan is currently quitting out to farm souls. No, farm the lizards, isn't it?
Yeah, just reset the lizard's position so he doesn't have to constantly like run through the environment, go back, come back, run back down, kill lizard, run through the environment, go back, come back. You know what I mean? It's just to cut all that stuff out.
Yeah.
Too much work.
Too much work.
Man, there's some bumping going on in that cart. It's not good. These are some interesting looking dogs.
Birds?
They're very aggressive. They're very
No, the dogs, the wolves.
No. I was just surprised at seeing birds. Totally unrelated.
Why? Birds can't be out here too?
No, birds can't be dogs.
They actually can be.
Oh, yes, they can be.
Wait, okay. So you gotta show me a bird dog if you have evidence of
There's
this.
bird dogs and dog birds in Bloodborne. You know this. Oh, maybe you don't know this.
No,
You should-
I don't.
There's there's some bird dogs, man.
Wait, they're birds. That's
That are
for
dogs.
Sure, but they're bird dogs.
There's bird
They're
dogs,
bird
but then there's
dogs.
also dog birds, right?
Oh man,
I believe there's both.
are there
Very
dog
There's both.
dogs
There's
and
both.
birds as well, or just the dog birds and
Just
bird
dog
dog?
birds and bird dogs. That's it.
Okay, all right, good. That's gonna be easier to keep track of.
And
then.
that's not even the weirdest thing in Bloodborne. That's what's funny about it.
Yeah, you know,
That's-
I would have honestly been surprised if that was the weirdest thing in Bloodborne.
Yeah.
Milty is going in also what is I wouldn't say completely new direction here, but that's scary. Because the one thing in this environment, you'll see those assassins, those guys in full gray.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
They're invisible up to a certain point of distance for you.
Oh.
So yeah, like you can aggro one without even realizing. Milty setting the trap here, getting some enemies down the
Fireball.
way. Oh, beautiful too. That beautiful chain.
Well done. Another hallway.
All these hallways.
That running R1. It's beautiful. All right.
And Milty.
He's feeling good there. He's getting a little fatigued though. He's at the end. Or he's near the end.
It's coming up to the penetrator. Aha.
All right, Milty. Don't make me break your legs.
Oh,
Oh man.
actually, you were supposed to be the protective father of the SoulsBorne community.
it would
You're
be-
threatening with breaking legs.
No, just I gotta pay the mortgage, man. You know. Oh man.
Milty clearing some room here.
Oh, this
Yep.
place always scares me.
Yeah, so World 1, as we can tell, is just enemies out the wazoo. They're everywhere. They're everywhere,
This is-
everywhere.
This is World 1.
This is World 1.
Mm.
Uno.
1-3.
Une?
Un.
Une?
No.
Hmm.
Grabbing some soul remains, throwing those soul remains too, dragging those enemies away from their spots.
Is that their spot right there?
That's their spot. That's their hangout. You know,
All
just
right.
chilling Sunday afternoon, hanging
Crashing
out,
their B&B.
just waiting for the king to come back. That's all.
The king has returned. Or has he? You know what you were supposed to say there, Singha?
Yes.
No. You were supposed to say, or is it mere myth?
No.
God damn it, man.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that soon.
All
Don't
right.
you worry.
When we get Faraz back, after he's done,
Oh, he's going to be cracking all the myths.
after he's done winning me money in Vegas on this run, then we will get back to the memes.
So gotta be careful of the swipes, those halberds.
Yeah, he could still hit you in the back there.
Yeah.
It's bad.
Huge range in motion.
Yeah.
I think Faraz is now about finished with the farming section.
Oh,
He jumps
Hopping
over what?
ledges. Actually,
yeah,
interestingly enough, I didn't know you can jump over that one.
you can. I feel like he's going to jump over another one after he gets some health back.
Fall damage.
Wow.
Lands on a spike. Oh my god.
Look at that.
Hey, he did get penetrated.
Oh, man. Got to ask permission. Oh,
Well,
Oh, so
technically you did it voluntarily.
yeah, that's true.
He must have missed a small segment there. I guess like the spike was to be used as a platform to get over
Yeah.
because he has to run back now to the location spot. Careful for that fire.
Yeah, you would think that thing would go out at some point, but no, it's going to sit there forever. All right, well,
One of those
we get to see it
fire
again.
fires.
Maybe it'll look
Different from
cooler on the
regular
second
fire.
try.
Hmm.
I don't think so. These hallways are quite amazing, though. We should get more of them. Well, it's kind of like with the level design.
Disagree.
They have a lot more indoor environments, I think, in this game. Like this is kind of like Sense Fortress, right? But like Sense Fortress is a small part of Souls, so
Yeah,
but there's
except this game, the entire game is Sense Fortress.
sorta, yeah. There's like a swamp here and there, and some manta
Swamp and
rays
Sense.
flying over your head. But yeah,
Nice.
Kind of like you said, it's very level based, right?
mm-hmm.
Ooh, those swings.
Yeah,
Clean kill. 4,000 damage on that hit, though.
yeah.
So remain good. I believe that Faraz also has the Moraine Blade. Yes.
He most definitely does. He's going up to the Maneaters next.
Oh,
All
that's so
right.
scary.
Maneaters.
Is there a song?
What do you mean? Is there a song? Have you never heard Maneater?
No,
I heard of it.
I've heard Hobbs' song.
That
Yeah.
is Maneater. Everyone plays it. It's the song.
Whoa, whoa, here she comes.
Yep.
Watch out, boys.
All right, so
We're not gonna do a duet.
Nope. You're doing it. You're doing it solo.
You're a dick. All right, let's move on. All right, we're in Dark Souls 3 here. Wait, no, this is the original. this is the original stair steps.
oh my god.
That was
Smash
like
facing
pixel
after-
Got
perfect.
one more for these guys over
He's
here.
just
These red
going for
knights.
the soul remains and then just running up to Lothar Castle.
Oh
And,
my god, guys, gonna kill the twin princes. All right.
That was scary though.
Oh lord. All right.
There's still no. It's the penetrator immediately.
Yes.
Here we go.
Let's see what happens.
Oh, this fight.
Viper move.
This fight.
He is a roly boy.
Penetrator can be very scary with those aggressive swings,
Yeah.
delayed attacks as well, right? So it looks predictable, but no.
He needs to work on his poise though.
Smack.
Oh
It's
my
got
god.
one more clean hit in. Perfect
Nope.
baits, and it's done.
And
Excellent. 0 hits on the penetrator.
Well, there goes my house. All right. Thanks, Milty. Thanks for not going according to plan.
So
That's-
wait.
it's a GG.
That wasn't the prize pool.
What do you mean?
That wasn't the prize pool you bet, was it?
No, it was my house.
Oh, thank God. Okay,
That's
we're
the
good.
one.
Yeah, no,
We're
the
good.
prize pool's fine, guys. No, that's going. Every donation, sub tip, all that stuff. That's all going to the prize pool. But like, I'm gonna be homeless and have to stream from a McDonald's now. It's fine.
Think of the children.
Yeah. Well, as we know, Faraz doesn't care about children.
Oh, yeah.
Terrifying environment here to go through. Giant
Mm-hmm.
tower, a lot of knights, a lot of bad guys, a lot of shooters.
There were
Pew, pew.
3 invaders outside. Are they going to follow in?
No, luckily Milty did throw the alluring skull. No, sorry, not alluring skull. The soul remain, dragged their attention away. He was out of their aggro range before it wore off, so he's
Okay,
fine.
cool.
He's safe.
Good.
No
So, guys,
chat. Thank you. Glad you're having fun with the commentary. Hope we are doing a good job for you. If we're not, I don't know what else to say. We're the only ones doing it today. So have fun anyway.
Faraz also climbing the tower, getting through the environment up to
a completely different tower.
yeah. All
There
this
are
tower
a lot.
climbing.
Yeah, so towers, swamps, and hallways. It's basically Demon Souls.
That's Souls.
It's mostly just towers and hallways, though, right? Because there's like one swamp, you know? Like, well, I guess it's kind of like
One swamp per game.
yeah. But I'm okay with that. I mean, it's like, you know, castles and dragons and knights. Like that's
That's what
cool
Souls is
shit.
all about, isn't it?
That's cool shit, man.
Speaking of dragons, yeah, we got a blue guy here.
Is it
Gotta
a
run through-
dragon or a wyvern?
Well, I believe this one was a wyvern, right?
I can't see.
You have to see his legs to tell.
Yeah, you have to see his legs.
Actually, if I'm not mistaken, if you kill them, they drop dragon souls. Like they're
So that would
soul
imply
item.
Dargon.
Dargans, yeah.
Dargon Souls.
See their feet. I can't see their feet.
I couldn't. I saw the. It looks like
That
feet.
was a wyvern. That's a wyvern.
Mm,
That's definitely a wyvern.
Okay,
You
yeah.
can tell it's a wyvern because his arms are stuck to his wings.
Yeah. So that implies that's a wyvern, yeah.
yeah. Wow.
That is indeed a wyvern.
But he doesn't drop wyvern souls.
It doesn't.
Man.
Run to the fire.
That's Dragon Souls.
So we're coming up here with MiltyMilt on the final.
Countdown.
Oh,
I love this. I love this encounter.
Final countdown.
Oh, he missed.
oh he's just going
Oh,
for it.
it's
He's just
fine,
running past
it's
it. He's
fine.
fine.
I thought they were gonna fight, man. I was getting ready for the duel of the century.
No,
Nope.
no.
Hmm.
The
But we're
idea
going
is-
into the duel of the century. We're going into
Yeah.
it.
I guess we'll see it happen on Faraz is what's actually meant to happen there, but that still worked.
Still worked.
Still
Still worked fine.
Man, Melty coming
Oh, it's
in.
getting
A
intense.
strong run though, guys.
Very,
Look at
very
that.
impressive.
This
run
is
from
his
MiltyMilt.
first tournament appearance ever.
Yeah, he's already doing so well.
There's
It's
so
amazing
many.
how tournament runners in general can keep so calm in runs like this.
Yeah.
All right,
Man.
guys.
All
A
right.
slow climb up as we're about to go in and fight.
Oh,
They're
this-
about to go
this
in
is
and
like
fight.
when you're going up the roller coaster, right? It's like you're like, ah, and you're like trying not to like, you know, scream, but
And then the chain releases and
and then you die, or
Yeah,
you fall
yeah.
down really fast. And you take a weird
Yeah.
picture of you screaming like
Yeah.
a girl. Yeah, it's fine.
yeah.
Yeah, it's fine. All right.
All right.
Okay, here we go. False King
Terrifying.
Alant, not the real king.
Very, very, very scary fight with how
Hmm.
hectic the movement speed of this guy can be and just unpredictable AI sometimes. So let's see how Milty handles this with a dragon halberd.
Hmm.
Oh man.
So he,
Oh
Dragon
no, he's using
Halberd?
Crescent. No, he's using Crescent Falchion. Never mind.
he's hiding behind the wall.
This is a run killer right here.
Mm-hmm.
Look at this guy. Edge walking all the way up. This is Squillakilla.
Losing aggro at the
Oh, that's
going in.
genius.
Slow, slow. Combo in there.
What? He's like,
Oh, that's good.
Oh, we're
that's
having a
really
fight.
good.
All right, let's turn around.
All right. AoE
Okay.
charge up. Smack.
Oh, perfectly
Smart.
timed.
Disrupting it.
Ooh.
Nice damage as well. Hyper mode. Oh my god, that's so crazy. Wow.
This fight always
If you
makes
didn't
me shake.
love Milty already, you gotta love
Oh,
him now,
God.
man.
This is impressive.
Jesus.
Those
Wow.
swipes too. All these swipes, absolutely terrifying. Oh, and here it is, locking it in, sealing the deal.
GG.
That's a GG.
Let's go, boy.
One
Oh.
final encounter really should not get hit, so we can basically we can assume that it's a one-hit run for MiltyMilt for Team Patches.
We can assume, but we gotta let's wait.
We can assume.
Overlord Otstarva will be semi-pleased with this performance.
But absolutely impressive there. King Alant is so awful considering that on those charge ups, he can actually delay his swing and turn with you in a roll and swing on you immediately. afterwards.
Just kidding.
God damn it!
If that were Dark Souls 2, he would have been dead.
That's dead. That's
like
dead, yeah.
way dead.
Yes, you're dead. Dead.
Oh man.
I love the fall damage in this game. It's like non-existent.
It's-
What are these characters made of? That's what I keep wanting.
Yeah.
Muscle.
Yeah.
Muscle and
Flexible.
calcium.
Flexible muscles. They can bounce.
Milk for days.
I don't really like drinking milk. Do you guys drink
milk?
milk?
Is excellent. Absolutely.
I enjoy it from time to time. It's I used to like it more when I was younger, but I
You
still
can't be a strong skeleton if you don't consume your milk.
What
Oh,
about
God, I have
chocolate
to-
milk?
Oh, that's excellent stuff.
That
I
is
do it.
K-Dub's
How do you-
secret.
Can you even hate chocolate milk? Is that
No.
even... Can that even
Absolutely not.
happen? Or is
No.
I'm
that
a
just
strawberry milk lover,
Or-
so
that just a mere myth?
Is this Bed of Chaos?
Strawberry milk? Really?
Look at
strawberry
this.
milk's delicious.
Mm.
Man,
That is basically Bed of Chaos. You're not
Right.
wrong.
right?
Souls
Yeah.
is copy pasta. Now we know.
Demon Souls copied. There's a lot of people that are like, dude, thinking exactly that.
And that is
That's
the
a
end
GG.
That was a really
of
tough
That's a
loss.
GG.
Wow, that was like Nashandra, but worse. Oh,
Oh,
the
he
bad
killed his
manners.
friend!
Murderer. That is
Wow.
a 15-hit penalty.
All right. Actually, if you guys
Oh.
didn't know, Milty has a very particular thing. If it is not a PB or the run, he gets the bad ending. But if
2
it
hours
is,
and 22 minutes.
jeez,
That's pretty good, man.
And this was, from what I've seen lately, a slow run.
Yeah.
That was so
Mm.
fast.
One.
1 hit.
And do we have I have the clip of the hit.
The single hit. That is impressive. That is really impressive. Especially in a tournament situation. Your nerves tend to be kind of on edge when you're running in a tournament. Can't help it.
Yeah.
Oh man. So,
That
Mog,
is
you
it.
were going to explain something before what Milty does, why he killed that lady.
So Milty is very particular with that. If he doesn't PB or get the run, he goes for the bad ending, which is killing the Black Maiden, absorbing all the power of the old one. But if he does get the run or PBs, he will get the good ending, the happy ending, putting the old one back to its good slumber. So it's really cool. It's really cool seeing that out of nowhere for Milty, just going like, killer.
Whoa, here she comes. Watch out, boys.
Oh, man eaters.
Man-eaters.
She's a man-eater.
She's
Oh, he's playing it safe too,
Mob.
trying to
Yeah.
that right distance and timing.
Is
Oh,
that
roll not.
shockwave attack has quite a huge AoE as well.
Is he gonna
does.
murder?
Oh, so fast.
Absolutely
Whoa,
murders it.
well done, man. All right,
Goes to the
look
second
at his.
one.
You see his eyes. He's like laser focused, man.
Doop, boop.
And it's dead.
Murdered.
And it's dead.
Get out of here. All right. Beautiful. That's a
That was
222.
well done.
I like the way that sounds. 222.
222.
222.
222.
Oh man, we're seeing the
I was listening to
the-
music.
the inner workings of his stream. He's using that Streamlabs OBS and a 16-month resub to Faraz. Oh man.
Oh, nice.
Oh boy. Well, that is a GG, man.
Now we get to see Faraz twice.
Well, I
Well,
covered it up
we do.
because that's what I do.
Smart.
Well, I don't know what they're gonna put up on that screen. Sometimes after like Couch completes a run, there's some like random naked guys dancing on there, and I don't want to get banned from Twitch, you know, during the tournament. So let's talk about that performance. So I know we're not gonna have another run from Milt, but if this were like a big tournament, right, like an 8-runner double elimination, you see that kind of performance in his first tournament ever, like he's got to be the guy that's going to win the whole thing, right?
That was,
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And Milt is so consistent. Like whether it's just one hit here or there, you know, it's always going to be around the same results for him. He's either going to get the run or it's going to be like 1 or 2 hits. He's mastered this game pretty much at this point. It's just RNG that ever gets him. You saw his skill. You saw how just flawless he was and how quick on response that he was able to like maneuver himself out of situations that looked risky.
Yep. And we got Business in chat, the captain of Team Patches. I saw him earlier.
Captain.
What is going on,
Business.
man? Congratulations to your team taking an early lead in the tournament. Oh boy. Well played, sir. And chat, it wouldn't be a horrible idea to get select replays played in this kind of situation. We would have to have like a team involved in that, though. That's a lot of work.
You
But
can put Kevin on it.
yeah, well, as you know, Kevin kind of sucks at his job, though.
Oh yeah, that's true.
But that's not a bad innovation and something that we'd like to work to at some point. Especially if we move the hitless tournaments into some other games as well, like some bigger events and things like that. Like that would definitely be something you'd want. We'd want to have a team together so we could.
Oh no, Faraz! Oh
Ooh, no, he's in the chairs. He got hit again. He got caught in the corner,
God.
and he almost got hit by the soul mass. You got to finish this now, man.
Clutch fight.
Oh Lord, that is
Okay,
not
that is
good,
enough.
man.
Painful.
GG
That
with
punish.
one hit.
Raz is not going to be happy with this performance.
Mm.
That is unfortunate. That is 4 hits for the Hunter's Dream.
Mm.
Savvy's like, God damn it for us. That's all right.
Oh.
It just means the rest of the team is gonna have to. They're just gonna have to be perfect.
They're gonna have to be perfect. Yeah.
That's pretty easy.
I mean, it's possible. Like you said, Bloodborne, things can go so wrong so fast. You know.
Oh
so.
yeah.
yeah, just a full rundown too. Of course, we've got all the information on the tournament website at McRaptor.com, but we've got the Hunter's Dream, FaraazKhan, Donnie Wreck, McDrunkard, Gino Machino, and KWitty23, Team Patches, MiltyMilt, the Happy Hob, Otstarva, Couch Jockey, and Squilla Killa. This is a lot of pressure too to go up against a god gamer like Milty, man. Like that's some tough shit. And 200 bits from Sobaka Black for the prize pool as well. Sobaka, thank you very much. I think you've helped us out on previous tournaments as well. Thanks for coming back. Thanks for everybody for being here as we watch the conclusion of this run here. Mogenkai, what are we running to now?
Looks like we have. So right now, Faraz is just buying some more of the soul remains, right? OP.
Yep.
Grabbing a whole fat stack of that.
that.
That'll be more than enough, I think, too, for the rest of the run as well from his side. Since all the upgrades are done with, I believe he has everything he needs, aside from maybe just like one more upgrade for the quality halberd that he has going on right now. You know, he should be able to run through Leechmonger, Colossus, everything pretty routinely and without much distraction.
Yeah.
At this. But once again, Leechmonger and Dirty Colossus, that World of 5, just poisonous, slow. Gotta be careful, gotta be safe.
Yeah. And chat, don't you freaking go anywhere, because right after this match has ended, Dark Souls 2, we're going right into it with Otstarva versus McDrunkard.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's gonna be good.
It's gonna be spicy.
Is the run.
I love DS2 as well. I am starting to love a lot of things about Demon Souls, but Dark Souls 2 I think is actually really fun to watch. Probably more fun to watch than play, actually, because of iframes.
You know what? I disagree. I honestly disagree. I've been playing a lot of Dark Souls 2 lately.
No, go ahead.
And it's a good damn game. It's a really good game.
I'm just saying it's a fun spectator sport. That's all I'm saying, man. I'm like,
all right.
I'll
give you that. All
right. It's fine.
I'll admit to, like, playing DS2 versus watching DS2. DS2 is so fun to watch. So fun to watch.
Yeah. Well, and look, you can't have a huge DS2 tournament, can't have a huge Demons tournament because we don't have enough people who do the runs. But I think for some variety and to showcase some of the great things that some of these guys have done, I think it's really important. Ots almost beat the entire game, all bosses, took a hit at the very last boss. Like he's put in work. McDrunkard almost got the world's first on the original any % run. Then he did get the world's first on the bow only run. Like, even if you don't think Dark Souls 2 is that great of a game, which is actually kind of funny, I ran a poll
on my
Twitter where I asked people in the Souls community what's the best Souls-like game, and it was like, Lords of the Fallen, The Surge, Neo, and two-thirds of the respondents were Dark Souls 2. So
Dark Souls 2 is the best Souls-like game.
It is the best Souls-like game because Twitter wouldn't lie.
Twitter does not lie.
That's true. The internet never lies.
No. Absolutely not.
Oh, McDrunkard with a crying face in chat too. I
Hey, McDrunkard, I'm on your side, man. I'm on your side. I would just ask chat and everybody just to give respect where respect is due. Like, I'll watch Faraz do Mega Man speedruns, and I think Mega Man's cool. It's not my favorite game, but like I enjoy the people that are in this tournament, and I would watch them play almost anything.
Absolutely.
Except Fortnite.
Except Fortnite.
No, actually, it would be hilarious to see no-hit runners play against each other in Fortnite. That would actually be pretty hilarious.
So did I hear a tournament in Fortnite?
That sounds like a good idea. Like get every Soulsborne hitless runner.
Dark Souls streamers only, though. Like,
yes.
No one good at the shit. Just like really bad potato aim. Yeah. Yeah.
And let's see who does the best.
Yeah. Oh, Lord. Yeah, that would be bad. Man, Faraz is such a competitor too. Like he's
in it.
Yeah, and he probably didn't put as much practice time as maybe he could have, if I had to guess. But that's because he doesn't want to. Like Faraz just, he does Faraz stuff, and his best game is Bloodborne, I think.
It's at least his favorite,
Yeah. He's very consistent and he's very fast. He's faster than most, actually. He's faster than Squilla and K-Dub as well. So he's and he's really good at DS1, even though he hates it. Like I
think that's hilarious. Like how's his least favorite Souls game, and he doesn't really enjoy it anymore, but he's completed the all bosses run. He wins tournaments in it, but still doesn't like it.
Still doesn't like it. Nope.
Yeah.
Just imagine the willpower it takes to actually become that good in a game you don't actually like.
All that flailing from those enemies, so scary here.
Yeah. Well, and what's important too is that since this is a running hit tournament, like usually when somebody wins, it's like, okay, the match is over, but this is not over. Like every hit counts.
Every hit counts. And to be honest, like with a 1 in 4 spread, that's still a lot of recovery.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely, so much recovery can be made still for the entire team here.
What if Otz gets like 5 Forlorn spawns?
Oh yeah, the lovely feature of Forlorn.
Yeah.
So much fun, isn't it? Random invasions you cannot remove.
I'm really excited for them. I'm like waiting to see what happens. There's total RNG, and if you guys don't know what we're talking about, you'll see it in the next game. There's going to be a lot of red invaders that are unpredictable. Oh man, yes, the ragdoll physics are one of the first things I remember about this game. I was like, oh, that's really cool. Made me feel a little bit evil too, though. All right.
Here comes the Leechmonger.
We're going into Leech.
And I see that Faraz hasn't procced prior to with the RTS, or hyper mode rather. So
yeah.
I wonder if he's just going to wait it out here, or if he's actually going to just go and shoot in with less damage. Because Leechmonger is meant to be done earlier on in. Same thing with like Tower Knight, right? So he could probably, So we see
he goes straight in.
Some meaty damage there. He's got to run out. That build up on his legs, I think, prevents him from being able to roll. So he has to just kind of run in, run out, run in, run out.
No roll strats. Okay.
Gotta be very careful there.
Gets a little bit of regen too, yeah.
And he should with this last. Oh, and he got it.
He went for it. Nicely done.
0 hits.
Luckily, he kept getting some nice and safe like health phases there. So Leechmonger will just sort of ignore you for a second to regain health. And just focus on that primarily. That was very good.
So if you're just joining us for the first time, replay up here. Milty finished his run a few minutes ago. Only took 1 hit through the entire run. You're seeing it right here. Just a very quick stab attack. But other than that, he went through the entire game perfectly. Crazy shit. He was the first one to ever do this. So it kind of makes sense, right?
Yeah.
We are moving up to some Dirty Colossus.
Dirty Colossus. And this too we'll see a little bit differently. Not like entirely, but we saw Milty going left side. All that free space, you know. And so we'll see Faraaz more than likely go right side instead. Though he's going back to buy more soul remains, it seems. Wow, okay.
How many shirts do you think Faraaz has?
I think he said 12 when I met him.
12 shirts?
12 shirts.
He knows how many shirts he has.
That's how, yeah.
That's how few there are, because he knows the exact count. Okay, it's cool.
It was definitely in the teens. I do remember that. He didn't say like 20 or 30. He definitely said like 12 or 16.
I mean, not that a guy needs more than that. You know
don't.
what I mean?
Yeah, you really don't.
I mean, if you think about it, like how many shirts do you need, right? Like
12.
I only have a few that I actually like. You know. Ooh.
Yeah, you tend to own like four times more shirts than you actually need in the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It occurred to me that I did flash the "You Died" shirt in honor of Faraaz at the beginning of this. I'm gonna create a meme out of that. I think maybe we do like a mashup video with like me dropping the "You Died" and then like right in between each like death, right? Just like that's really mean. I should probably not make that video. All right, we are going through the environmental effects again. We are seeing some amazing rain from 2009.
2009 rain. It's actually pretty cool too.
I'm sure it looks really good when you're in the game. It looks. I can barely tell it's rain. Chat, does it look like rain to you?
Totally looks like rain.
It just looks kind of grainy. All right. We're going to be hunting through the swamp. So, Mog, is he going to take a different route here? Or what do you think?
It looks as if he's... No, I think he's going left hand too. I think he's going left side too.
Yeah.
Never
It's
mind.
really hard to tell.
And yes, chat, you're going to get to see Otza McDrunkard run in just a little bit. I know it sucks when one runner finishes quicker, but, you know, Milty's very fast at this game, man. And, like, in Dark Souls 3, Couch is going to take more time than Gino. We all know this. And you just got to, like, we're all having fun, man. Just
this is fun.
Chill out.
So, no. And that too, this is honestly on pace. Like, he had one slowdown with the upgrade materials. Like, he wasn't able to get all of them, unfortunately, from drops.
Yeah.
So he did have one little bit of a slowdown there. But generally speaking, this is on par. This is actually probably like a little bit faster actually than like old school slowness of the strats. Like, he did some things to save time, like farming lizards beforehand, before Flame Lurker, doing certain bosses in different order to skip through certain like walking segments or HP draining segments where you just sit there and wait. He did a lot of stuff like very conveniently at the same time. That way he can, you know, go as fast as he could for this, what is already known to be a very slow run.
Also known as reasons.
So yeah, he went the other way instead as well. So he went the safer left hand.
Mm-hmm. Now this outdoor environment actually reminds me of the Bloodborne DLC out in the fishing hut or the fishing village or whatever it's called.
Oh yeah, kind of, sort of, right? Yeah,
You
same
just
sort of pool.
kind of out there. I mean, it's like the ground's dark and disgusting. It's kind of like, I don't know, sewage, but
sewage.
Similar situation. Yeah. I like seeing all the sort of the influences in reverse, right? Like, more familiar with the newer games and then going back and spending more time with the OG. It's kind of like rediscovering like the whole Souls experience. So we are still going through the swamp. Oh,
The slow swamp, because you can't roll, right? You have to just sort of sprint and walk and sprint and walk and sprint and walk through the sludge that is that floor.
would rolling help you?
No, I mean, like, in traditional sense of travel and traversing, right? Like, rolling sometimes could be faster depending on, like in Dark Souls 1, where, you know, in water you can. Wait, can you roll in water? No, never. I'm ignore me.
You can, but it's basically a fat roll.
Yeah. Unless you have
That rusted iron ring.
The
Yeah.
rusted ring. Yep. Exactly. Well, that's fine. Well,
That totally makes sense. Wearing a rusty ring makes roll
well, I
better
mean,
in
it
water.
makes sense why it's rusty because it's used like
In
in the
water, yeah.
water, right? But
yeah, that
I don't
makes
know why
sense.
the ring helps you, you know?
He should throw one more.
He didn't, though.
All right,
He's
just
fine.
He's going with it.
All right. Good to go. If you guys are just joining for the first time, we are doing the No Limits Hitless Tournament. First time we have seen Demon Souls and Dark Souls 2 in the tournament environment. Any percent hitless runs from some of the best runners in the entire game. We are doing Demon Souls, Dark Souls 2, and then tomorrow, starting at 12 Eastern, we'll be having Dark Souls 1, Dark Souls 3, and Bloodborne to finish out the tournament. There are 2 teams, 5 runners on each team, 5 games each. The winner, the winning team, I should say, is the one that takes the least amount of cumulative hits throughout the tournament. So right now, Team Patches is obviously in the lead with only 1 hit for the first game. FaraazKhan is trying to finish out strong with only 4. The question is, can he do it? Or...
Is it a mere myth?
Thank you, Singha.
I knew you were building up.
All right. And
Look at all these remains being thrown. Trying to grab every single one of these nasty guys.
yeah, we got a whole train of these freaky guys. It's fine. Oh man, these guys are pretty goofy.
Totally fine.
So this is pretty cool too. I know it doesn't have like hyper mode or anything like that, but that dragon halberd that we saw from Miltymilt was I'm pretty sure just one hitting these guys, just that fire damage being so effective on these guys. And this is quality, which is of course a split between strength and dexterity.
Of course.
So just shows you how effective that dragon is in this game, or I guess fire is, right?
Yeah. No, and that's an interesting point because in a lot of Souls games, split damage, elemental damage is not that great
Ooh.
on a lot of
Mhm.
bosses. What's going on here?
It's got the one guy who won't get alert, unfortunately, just kind of stuck in that animation.
I think he's
won't
going to
do
have to
anything.
get him to commit to an attack and then counter. Oh,
Yeah,
man.
that's not a good spot. He wants him to turn around.
I don't think he's going to do it.
Oh, there he goes. Go. Okay. All right. Perfect.
Is it because he's attracted to the previous soul remains, or why is he still
I
standing?
think it's the
It's-
elevation, it looks like.
Yeah. So there's something that was triggering him to sort of be like, I guess his AI didn't want to move
Yeah.
because of that, either how far that soul remain was going, or it was just clipping in a way that it didn't affect him. Unfortunately.
Yeah. And his Game Sharks failed.
Game Sharks. Yeah.
Mm.
Broken Game Sharks, man. Ooh.
Yeah.
That swing back, it looks like it can connect.
Ooh,
You know.
it did. All right.
Gonna be casting that poison spell, running past and around, throwing one more remain to get that
See,
aggro away.
all right, I got one big complaint about the level design in this area. That the whole swamp area had like no enemies up until here, and that was actually engaging and fun. The swamp part was not fun at all. Like it was just like busy work.
Yeah.
All right, moving into the dirty Colossus.
That's the scariest thing. If you guys didn't miss or just missed that, that bug, you saw like a small little black orb just kind of shoot past Faraz.
Yeah,
That is so fast.
very hard
And
to react to.
The very, very hard. The rhythm of it's so difficult to understand because it's a weird sort of counter punish randomly happening. It's just intervals, weird intervals of time.
Yeah.
Oh, there's another one as you just saw that.
Ooh, yeah. Oh man,
It's terrifying. Okay.
it's a nice little added touch.
That's punish on that. More.
Get him. One more. Okay.
Oh, we got it. All right.
All right.
Whew.
Well done. One step closer. We are actually going into the best boss in this entire game.
Haha.
I'm-
The boss that isn't the boss, but the enemy before the boss is the boss itself.
Yes. I am excited to see that one more time. Run it back.
Let's see here. We got.
I just gave up. Sorry, it's too hard to fight players. I mean, you do have to get past this jerk. So, I mean,
You
that,
do.
that is, you know, except he sits there and Faraz just gets to look through his inventory and
Reads all the lore of the items.
glaze
he's
his
trying to bait
weapon.
out. There we go. Something.
Yeah.
There we go. A little risky too, because despite having that giant mace of a weapon, the distance of it can actually stagger you as well.
Oh no. Ooh, I think he hit the wall. Okay.
He got it. All right, sweet. That's really funny how, you know, you can be out of range still, but still get clipped by the stagger of its AoE.
Yeah. Oh man. All right. Caught the plague.
The plague.
Caught the plague. It's fascinating how that boss, or pre-boss rather, it can actually parry you as well. So you got to be really, really careful about that.
Only attacking during a actual punish phase.
GG. I was trying to give as much enthusiasm as I could for that boss.
It's pretty hard, isn't it? It's like you
Yeah.
talk to her, she's like, nah.
Yeah, but the
Nah.
last two bosses are cool.
The last two bosses are hype, definitely. Or the
Penetrator,
last, Penetrator and False King for sure.
asking a lot. Scary
lot.
boys, the two of them.
Maiden in Black's got that restless leg syndrome. Just gotta pump the legs around the whole time. You know, it's interesting actually that they gave her so much more character, I think, than the other Firekeeper types, right? Like they're usually like very like quiet and they don't say anything important. Whereas she's got like some character to her. She's like a real NPC. It's kind of cool. And you get to hear
Definitely.
her on every Squilla Killa stream.
Every single one.
It is a little jarring though when you hear that, right? If you haven't heard it for a while, like you feel like you're in Squilla's stream, but it's like, oh no, this is the game. It's confusing. All right, what are we buying here? More soul remains?
More soul remains?
More soul
How many
remains.
does he need?
Seriously?
So yeah, as
He
you
fought
Milty-
100.
I mean, he probably just has excess souls, so it's like, all right, whatever.
There's no point. Yeah, you don't really need to level much at this point. But that's the thing. Like Milty was able to get through with just a few stacks of them, right? I think he only had to go back two times, if that. Faraz, as we saw, had to use a lot in 5-2 to just grab that giant stack of those Dreglings. So
Yeah.
he's not wasting, but rather using like 20, 30 of those things out in one singular spot. So yeah, you definitely need, I would want to say like at least 20 for the next environment, and then another like maybe 10 or 15 for the environment after that. So you need a few because there's just so much enemy density.
Yeah, well, at least they're easy to access, right? They feel like such a pain in the ass to get in Dark Souls 3. It's like you would probably use them more
Yeah.
frequently, but they're just like such a commodity, right?
So hard, yeah. So that's the one thing that makes Demon Souls more approachable for late game too, is the obvious usage of those being like the run saver.
You would think Donnie would really like this game too.
Can just throw them like pop rocks, man. It's awesome.
Yeah. And there's the Maiden in Black.
So sweet.
So what happened to her eyes? Is that ever explained?
There's probably lore to reference why she's blind. I can't remember. I remember getting really into the lore for this in Dark Souls 1 back when like both games came out. But it's I got like old man brain now.
I think
Old
she
man brain.
watched Faraz do the kiln split in Dark Souls 1 too much. You'll go blind.
So is that what happened to you?
Yeah, I'm actually like legally blind.
Losing his vision.
I can still do the kiln split faster than him though, even though I'm blind.
It's true.
All right, we got past some dogs. They're not bird dogs, but they were birds and dogs, and that actually is a throwback. I'm thinking
The big dogs.
the developers were thinking, okay, we had birds and dogs next to each other in Demon Souls and Bloodborne. Let's just like combo them.
So wait, you're actually serious? There are bird dogs in.
There's bird dogs.
100%, Singha. Your mind's
Dude.
gonna be blown, dude.
Dude, I can't wait.
Yeah,
I've seen birds. I've seen dogs, but bird dogs? I don't think so.
they're a
It's a
nightmare of
thing.
Mensis, and it's
You will see them.
it's
You will see.
weird. Yeah.
Nice.
Singha just got a PS4 the other day. The first
So
time.
excited.
Yeah.
So
Oh yeah, I saw your friend request and I was like, this isn't real.
Totally is.
Yo, he wants to play squads with you in Fortnite, man.
Yeah, exactly. Can't
Yeah.
wait, man. You promised me.
Like a blast.
Oh man. Fortnite's actually officially not cool anymore. I mean, not that it was for a lot of people, but my kids come home and tell me that. They're like, kids at school.
Oh, it's over. It's
don't-
done.
Kids at school don't think it's cool anymore. Yeah,
We beat
So
it.
is Dark Souls going to be the next big thing?
I don't think so, man. But
Sadly.
I actually did, or no, I didn't get it yet. But I'm going to get the Dark Souls Remastered on Switch, and I think my son will play that soon. He's 6, and he's like itching to play that. So
That's pretty cool. That's really, really cool.
Training him young.
hell yeah, man! I don't want to raise scrubs. You know, they gotta.
Oh, and then you can finally tell your son to get good scrub. When
Yeah.
he finally encounters Blighttown, you'll see
I-
him running, crying towards you.
You laugh about that, but that is kind of my approach with my kids in video games. Like they probably want me to be like, oh, it's okay, you try harder next time. I'm like, get good. They're like, Dad. I was like, no, really, you need to get good. Like,
That's good. I for one think that's healthy. Actually, telling people that you have to live up to the challenge.
yeah. Tech issues? No, I don't. Stream's up, right? It's up for me.
Yeah, we looking good.
You just
Were you
Oh, this
talking
red eye
about-
night. Oy.
just refresh if you got tech issues. I don't know.
Hmm.
You gotta
That
get
red
good with
night's
that internet.
jeez.
Oh man. Yeah, like when you're watching one stream for a while, and you do that during tournaments because they go on and on and on and on, especially when Faraz is in. Yeah, the browser would just crash on you at some point. Luckily, oh, knock on wood, man, it hasn't happened to me during a tournament when I'm casting it though. That would suck.
Oh, I was scared for a second there, man. That Black Knight, or not Black Knight, rather Red-Eyed
Red Eye?
Red-Eye Silver Knight,
Red-Eyed Knight there. Yeah, Red-Eyed Silver Knights.
Red-Eye Black Dragon.
Man, he's scary. He can swing. He has a long sword. Oh, that bolt just zipped by him. Jesus Christ. Oh, God dang it.
See, I don't think you should teach your kids to skip Upper Blighttown. I think they should have to freaking suffer the way we had to suffer.
The
They have
first
to suffer.
playthrough of Dark Souls 1 always have to go through every single piece of the content.
That is like
Always.
character building experience there. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
It's true. It's true.
Tell
True.
them after they've spent 8 hours in there, and then be like, "Oh, by the way, you could just get a key and just go through a door, and you're good to go."
Oh, where's the fun in that, though?
Man, I haven't been to Upper Blighttown in forever. I don't know. Oh, so good though.
Oh, I need to revisit that place again just for old time's sake.
Old
seeing what it's
time's
like.
sake.
Just
You
for
gotta-
the memes, right?
Going back to Lagtown.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh man. All right. We're getting through. We got through some hallways. We're going through a tower. And then we're gonna fight some knight-like bosses. Par for the course.
How is it that you're always going up in this game? Like,
yeah.
most of the time you're always climbing stairs.
Going all the
Or
way
narrow
up.
wall. And if you're not going upstairs, you're going through a swamp.
Yeah. I don't know. There's probably like a big 3D map of this game that shows you like how it all works, right?
Oh, geez, this is scary. So the alert.
Oh, you missed the skull.
Yeah,
Oh, jeez.
and that
sorry,
guy's
the
chasing
soul.
him.
I'm still gonna call him skulls, okay? Like
It's hard not to. You know, it's hard not to.
Yeah.
right. Okay, but he recovered. He's gonna get the backstab on this.
Yeah, so he's throwing the pungent blood cocktails and then running up and backstabbing the knights. And it's over.
Still good. He's still got a fat stack. There, too.
You might say he penetrated that night. But will Faraz get penetrated?
That's always a chance.
Well, you called it.
I really hope
not a hit
not.
from the penetrator yet.
All right. Let's see it done.
That aggro here. Come on. Shoot, sir. There we go.
If you guys are just joining us, we do have another match right after this. Not in Demon Souls, though. We'll be in Dark Souls 2. Scholar the first sin, in fact. And
Two
that will be
amazing runners.
amazing runners. Amazing hitless runners. Both of them almost setting world firsts, actually. And not against each other. So yeah, it's going to be interesting and vastly different routes. Now, Singha, you're the odd star of a route expert, right?
Yes, for the most part.
Okay. Well, it's going to be interesting. I mean, it takes time to learn these things, so it's going to be fun to watch the way they do what they do. Of course, we're going back up to Twin Princes here in Dark Souls 3.
My immersion.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. So we have Demon Souls today, followed up by Dark Souls 2, and tomorrow we will see 3 games cast back to back. We will be seeing Dark Souls 1, Dark Souls 3, and Bloodborne. It's going to be one hell of a day.
Half health already on the penetrator.
Oh, Jesus.
Done like that.
Wow.
I really enjoyed how you used the crescent there, and just
it's amazing the damage.
Hit, man. Yep. 4 hit.
Man, that was not a lot of penetration.
Nope. Sorry, no penetrators today. No penetration today. Yeah, we still have one more risky business environment here, and then of course the final, the run killer.
The actual King Alant?
No, the false.
Oh, of course, that run killer.
That run killer.
That run killer.
That run killer. Killer.
Yeah, you can see here Faraz trying to throw soul remains to draw out one of the knights out of the room instead of going in and fighting him inside.
It's working perfectly. Oh wait.
Oh yeah, totally.
Actually did.
It works. It works.
There we go. So wait for the opportunity to
this is why you bought 50 of them.
Yeah.
This is why. This is exactly why.
They're so cheap. They need to increase the prices on these things. They're very valuable.
They're very effective too. So it's like
they would make a lot more money.
Maybe they're just that rare.
Though, could you imagine if they were just a?
Ooh, that looked kind of scary there.
Yeah, that was a little risky.
Like super expensive or what?
Super expensive or or they were finite, right? Like you could only buy like a stack of like maybe 20 or 30, and that's it. You would
have to be a lot more careful on this run.
Oh, look at this guy. He's just so confused.
Oh, he doesn't know what to do.
I hate it when AI does that. It's so unpredictable.
Yeah.
Oh, look, a wyvern.
We have determined this is indeed a wyvern.
That is a wyvern.
That's a wyvern, yeah.
That's a wyvern.
A wyvern.
A wyvern.
A wyvern.
Is that how you say it?
Because it doesn't have arms.
A wyvern.
Is it a wyvern or a wyvern?
Wyvern.
Wyvern. Sounds
wyvern.
weird.
No, it's a wyvern.
Wyvern.
There's no F
wyvern.
in wyvern.
It's a wyvern.
Guys.
Wyvern.
Guys. There's no
I'm going to say wyvern.
I'm kidding.
I hope you are.
Man.
You're making me question my native language, English.
No, it's making me question the quality of education in our home countries. It's okay. At least we learned that it's a falchion.
Is it?
From Europe. You know, we didn't come out with a lot of memes in this run, though, guys. I'm a little disappointed. Like, we've got Side Blob, Falchion, and Wyvern.
Well, you also had what you call them? Frogs?
Frogs.
Oh yeah, the frogs.
FaraazKhan. Ah, yes.
All right, here we go. Soul Remain throw, and he hits the candlestick as well.
Why is okay? There we
Look
go.
At this. Okay, here we go. He's throwing it again for maximum safety, and the invader runs off.
Goodbye.
Yeah.
All right.
I think that's what both
well
and Frost were originally going for, but they keep hitting the candlesticks. Oh man, Vault King Alarm.
Man, now
Alarmed.
chat's
Alarmed.
lowering my self-esteem again. It's supposed to be Wyvern. God, I know, guys.
Aha!
I know.
Wyvern.
Okay.
Wyvern. Why?
Wyvern.
Why is chat always
Wyvern.
correct?
It's the law of the internet.
Yeah.
Chat's always right, no matter what.
They're here to keep us straight.
Mm-hmm. All right.
All right, so this is going to be really terrifying once again. I false king a lot. Oh god.
Bets.
Aye.
Predictions. Final
Honestly,
outcome.
0 hits. I'm gonna say 0 hits.
I honestly want to say this is going to be a 5-hit run. I don't think we're going to walk away with 2 clean Alants. I don't think.
I agree.
This
5-hit
this
run.
guy-
And I'm gonna call a 0 on this.
Well, he already took
He
4,
goes
so you're already wrong.
straight
Look
Right
at him.
in.
Look at him running in there too. Oh god.
in. Good lord.
Okay. All right. Let's see.
Let's see.
Should we have believed in the
Oh
first?
no!
Here you go.
Okay,
Okay.
fine.
You're so smart, man.
I knew it. I knew he was.
Fine.
I mean,
I
we
knew-
are so smart.
Fine. 5 hits. 5 hits.
Okay, let's see if he. Oh,
There's
God,
time for
some
more.
of
I
these,
have to-
man.
Oh jeez!
Yeah, he's staying out of it.
And
He's not
that's-
going for it.
Apparently not.
That
No.
is.
He was being so careful too.
We're all wrong.
Wow. Wow.
This
That
is.
is a
No.
Sorry, guys. Faraz is not happy with that. Mogenkai, it's your fault, man.
He's most definitely not.
Actually, if you think about it, it's your fault and my fault because we both thought that there was going to be a hit, and we were correct.
We both.
One hit
we
for
both
you,
thought.
one hit for me.
And we cursed him. We cursed him. Oh god.
So he's gonna have to do this whole run over again.
This whole segment. And the thing is, he's down to 12 soul remains, so it's become a lot more risky because he can't just throw these like pop rocks now.
Oh
He
man.
has to run through
Man,
and be as absolutely careful with his pop rocks as possible.
apparently we should have done Demon Souls last. Oh man. Oh, there's ooh. Oh man, we got a gang squad over here. All right. Wow, guys. This is not good for Hunter Stream. They're not gonna be able to quit their day jobs at all. I mean, it's still in play. There's
we
still
still have 4 runs to go, so it's
still
far from,
4 matches to play.
far from over.
Exactly.
And over 4 more games, 5 hits. It's not a huge difference.
Yeah.
It's not. That's the thing. Especially with Bloodborne last, that's gonna be
Yeah.
one hell of a thing.
And regardless of how the prize pool's distributed with the points and all that, like these runners still want to beat the other runner. Like even if their team wins, they still want to do better than the other guy, right? So
Yeah.
every single match is going to be fun, especially regardless of where the points are going into Bloodborne. Squilla and K-Witty are going to put on a freaking clinic, man. It is going to be a hell of a show with them gunning for the fastest no-hit run possible. So
Yeah.
it's going to be hype as shit, and it's a really quick run too, so you don't have to wait for that payoff. Like they're going to just get you there right away.
This
So-
is not good. Oh, okay, he's fine. He's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah,
I was afraid of that.
Barrel
That guy can.
percent.
Eesh.
Yeah.
He has 3 remains left, which is fine as long as he doesn't
Get hit
with
again.
one. Yeah, basically.
Hmm.
But this is definitely very terrifying in the sense that a lot is on the line with a lot.
So let's talk about these remaining matchups though. Like I think K-Witty and Squilla are too close to call, to be honest, and Gino and Couch are in a similar position. But Donnie and Hobb in DS1 and McDrunker did not starve it. What do you guys think about those?
Donnie and
The-
Hobb, you can go first, Singha.
Yeah, sure. I was going to say Donnie and Hobb is going to be interesting because Hobb has had that, what's it called, the RSI syndrome. He has some kind of tendonitis in his arm, which might give him a disadvantage.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. So, and that's just developed over the past week or 2, I believe. So
Well,
that might put him
it's-
at a slight disadvantage, but hopefully not.
Well, it's been plaguing him for some time, actually. I think.
Yeah.
It's been something that he's been struggling with, and actually, it's an interesting. I was gonna wait to talk about it till tomorrow, but since we're waiting for Faraz to do his job, Hob has unfortunately encountered some physical problems with actually doing the runs, especially with probably the claw grip that he does and all that. So it looks like, and we'll hear more from him, but this tournament may be the last one we see him in, because he's not going to be doing traditional no-hit runs anymore, I don't think. He's not going to be using his hands the way he has been. He's going to be doing different things. And luckily for him, in terms of his streaming, he's an incredibly entertaining person, and I would watch Hob do frickin' anything. So from a streaming perspective, it doesn't really matter. But it's unfortunate because he's the godfather of these runs, and to see him run into something like this is terrible.
Yeah.
It is a very sad thing, and hopefully, he finds some form of recovery for what's going on.
And
But
hopefully
like you
Faraz
said,
pulls
Hob
it off. Come on, man. I believe.
Oh man, that AoE that got him in the last attempt. Oh my god,
This is a tough boss.
dude, this king, Jesus.
Mm-hmm. He's no pushover. Ooh, Flame Lurker's cooler looking, but this guy's tough.
This guy's tough, man, and
Oh
he is.
no!
Jesus Christ.
Oh God, this is getting out of. Oh, that's 7 for the team.
That's
7 for
7.
Faraz. This is. Oof.
And he needs more soul remains in order to do this, doesn't he?
Basically, there's almost no way to get through this next part safely without said things. He should have some souls to use, but that's the thing with FaraazKhan Miltymilt, is that's what happens if he is slightly off rhythm with you, and vice versa. Like his AI becomes so unpredictable, and his movement becomes jarring, and his animations sort of like, I don't know how to put it, but it's just such a risky and scary fight. Milty had a good clean a lot, but right now we can see Faraz having such a difficult one. Aggressive too, and that can, like I said, just throw off the rhythm so hard. He did have that remain there, that remaining soul item though.
Yeah.
So with that, he can buy more remains and hopefully get through safely.
It's okay though. I think Milty was just on his phone. He was ordering Grubhub, so he's gonna have some amazing lunch here in just a minute. That'll make up for it. It is only 12:30 in LA.
It is.
So it's 2:30 here in Chicago. Mogenkai, is it 3:30 where you are?
It is indeed 3:30, 3:34.
And in the hinterland of Sweden, what time is it
It
there?
is 8:30 p.m. over here.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's like beer
8:30.
It's beer 30 for you, man.
It is beer 30.
I am going to crack a beer towards the end of DS2, but not in the beginning, because I don't want to get all white girl drunk again, on stream.
Again.
It's not a good idea.
Oh.
Maybe if he had that new Spider-Man controller, it'd work better for him. Faraz, of course, has. Actually, I have that same white PS4 controller.
Fancy that.
I'm also prone to getting hits on these games, so I wonder.
Especially Gwyn. I remember that.
Get out of here. I haven't played Dark Souls 1 in forever, man.
Yeah, but you did really good on the run-up.
Oh, yeah. No. I only really play with a bow most of these games, so like if I had a bow on, I could have been okay, but I was mainly demonstrating that you don't have to take 20 minutes to get through the kiln safely.
Yeah, that was wonderful, wasn't it? Hey, Mark, you were going to say something regarding Donnie versus Hog as well, weren't you?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So I mean, just the matchups in general. It's the next one. I'm very excited for. I'm very excited for the next one. That's just because like Demon Souls and Dark Souls 2, both are new to the tournaments. I just love that so much. I love that we're having all this one. And likewise, the different routes. And then, like you said, Hob and Donnie, right? Two very good competitors. And I think in terms of like skill level with Dark Souls 1, Hob, as we know, being like an OG with it. Oh no.
Jesus.
That didn't happen.
That did happen, unfortunately.
Oh my
Faraz
god.
took an arrow to the face, going up to 8 hits in total. Oof. It's a rough split.
It's a rough spot.
really
So many
rough
enemies. So many
Yeah.
enemies, one tower.
Hey, Singha,
Yep.
can you remind me next time we do back to back SoulsBorne hitless runs that we put Demon Souls last?
I'll remind you. I'll remind you.
All right. Thanks.
Bloodborne last.
I mean, we've seen the most amount of hits so far in Bloodborne, though. That's the only time we've
Yeah.
seen double-digit hits, although we could be setting a new record for Demon Souls.
It's a
Well,
tough
let's
one.
hope not. Let's hope not.
Well, we're going to be setting a record because it's the first one.
Oh yeah, of course.
But it could be our second double-digit. I'm not hoping for that. I want him to finish strong here at 8 and just like chalk it up to too much alcohol and strippers last night. I keep telling Faraz before every tournament, I was like, you need to get good sleep. You need to put the alcohol down. No strippers, man. Like, none of that bullshit.
I'm sorry, but Faraz and sleep, do those words even belong in the same sentence?
I know, man, but like, what are you gonna do?
Like sleeping, but no, this is still honestly, very strong run, and just this last split's just so hard. Honestly, it's just
Yeah.
it can be that bad. I've seen this split. I've seen 0 hit runs up to this split, and then a lot just meme center. It's just awful guy.
You know, it's interesting. Like, I haven't really seen Faraz practice this guy. He always loads up Spider, and I can't remember, maybe like one other split, but like, I've never seen him practice this, so I'm wondering if he's just kind of off his game right now.
It could be a little bit of that. It's weirdly weird because like Allant can be one of those bosses where you just feel comfortable with until the moment you walk in, and then you get hit, and you're like, why did I get hit?
Yeah.
Or like, what happened there?
I also want to emphasize that this is a single run for each runner here, right?
Just one go. That's it. No
Viking in his first Bloodborne tournament, the only one we've had, in fact, got knocked down to the lower bracket in the first round. In the first round, or the second round for him, but his first round in the lower bracket, he actually beat his opponent with a 16 hit run. It's like 16 or 17 hits, and then he went on to go to the grand finals. He almost won the whole tournament. So you can have a bad run, and that's just what happens, and that's why these guys will reset the runs when they, right? Mog, you got it.
Absolutely.
Have you ever had a bad run? And we had another bad run.
Oh man. Yeah. Whoo, man.
And yeah, I've had plenty of bad runs. You know, you can have good days and bad days. You can have great runs and then some chaotically just out there. You know, all the skill in the world doesn't guarantee the run. You know.
So I am inclined to call this run with like an extra hit penalty or something. What do you guys think? Or do we want to keep going down this dark path?
I'd say it's up to Faraz, whichever he wants to do. If he wants to go with it.
All right. If one of his mods that happens to be listening or regular, just offer it up to him if he wants. We're not telling him he has to, but if he wants to take a 1-hit penalty, finish the run for the sake of moving into DS2. We're a little bit behind schedule here. I'm okay with that. This is a 10-hit mercy kill, right? It's like that's enough. Like like I just don't want this to get out of control,
He's considering.
I love this man too. I want to remind everyone too. He beat Hob and Squilla in a round robin tournament in Dark Souls 1, a game he hates. He's been a major contender in every tournament. He's a world record holder. So bad shit happens sometimes.
He is calling it. It seems he is
Yep.
Throwing it in for the
All
10
right.
hit.
All right. We
Leave me here
will
for 10.
we will end at 10.
All
Man.
right. Hopefully, we'll get to speak to the runners afterwards.
Yeah.
Just a bit.
God, man. Well, that was a good run up until False King.
Hey.
Hey,
It was. Hey.
Hey guys. Hi.
Hi.
Hey,
Hi,
Faraz.
Faraz.
That
How do
Hi.
you feel, man?
Terrible. How did Milty do?
I'm here.
Hi, Milty.
Hello.
well, you guys were all ones and zeros. So
Right. Okay. So Milty got a 0. Okay. I apologize
No,
for
no.
that. Honestly, that
I got
was.
no,
I got one.
he got
Oh,
a
he got a
1.
one.
So you,
Yeah.
so you got a 1 and a 0, and he got a 1, and so you guys are fine.
Sure. Yeah.
Man, that's tough for
That
us.
was
Yeah.
the worst RNG I've had in a run, like ever.
It
Like,
was tough.
Ever.
That was I saw, man. And
I don't. Yeah.
Alon is god awful. Just atrocious boss.
Good
Well,
God,
what
man.
happened on the first time? He glitched, so he wasn't. He canceled into something. I don't even know what it was. And then I got killed by the AOE because I was like, there's no way that hit me, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And then I went back, and I was just, I was like, okay, I just hope it works. I hope it'll be okay. I think I got hit on the way, and then he delayed his attack, which is something he does as well. But he's never done this to me in a run, like more than once. That's the worst RNG I got right there ever in all of my time in Demon Souls.
Yeah, I noticed that when he was doing that charge attack towards you, that the attack was slower, just a bit. Like,
Yeah,
just as
like
he was
the
about to hit
it's one of those things where I feel like me and Milty talked about this, but like it seems as if he can almost delay or track with you and let go right at that perfect moment, and you could do the roll perfectly fine, but like there's that 1 in 5 chance for some reason that
What-
he can just
What is this dance? Oh man, I love these ads, dude. Okay, Milt,
Whoa.
really,
What's up?
really solid run, dude. Like,
Dang, 2 Farazes.
like,
Well done, Milty.
just
Thank you.
really well done, man. Like the kind of shit that we expect out of a world record holder in this game. You got the 1 hit? It was a very quick swipe attack. What did that feel like? And what did the whole run feel like? Like, what was the pressure?
Pressure was at the beginning, to be honest. Like Phalanx.
Mhm.
Phalanx is scary. Rolling through the arrows in Latria. That was kind of scary too. I think that's it, to be honest. Most of the stuff's in the beginning of the game. That one spot that I got hit, that's another problem spot. But yeah, I think that's about it.
How do you feel about that lava walk you did?
Oh, it worked out. It was good. I mashed enough, so I was able to get through.
That was incredibly cool, by the way. That was the first time I actually got to see that in like that moment. Like Singha was all into that. Singha was all into it, like ready for it. And I guess I missed it in your video that you sent a while ago. Because I skipped through, obviously, just to get all the notes. But no, that was so cool, man. That was so cool. Like incredible that you did that to skip through 2-1, you know?
Yeah, I like that strat. It's just, I skipped a lot of hard stuff, the dogs and the lizards going through that route. Like I prefer the rolling over lava a lot more.
Super cool stuff. But yeah, I mean, seriously, and Faraz, like you still did an incredible job, man.
Oh yeah, okay.
It's a hard run, and that
Yeah.
last split, I've seen it, dude. I've seen that split go just as hectically wrong.
So have I.
Yep.
It's a bad split.
Hey man, it doesn't happen. That was terrible. That
Hey.
was really bad.
Let us shake that bullshit off, though. We have 2 world first, can't ever take it away record holders here. FaraazKhan and Miltymilt. And Faraz, are you going to join us on the commentary on DS2?
Yeah, of course. I said I would.
You are amazing at that, and I am very excited for what is about to happen here. I believe we're going to get Colmer in here as well. I think you are a big fan of Colmer.
Well, he didn't come to TwitchCon, so.
Oh, so anyone who didn't come to TwitchCon is on your shit list. All right.
Yeah,
Well,
I got a bone to pick with you, Raptor. You said you were coming
Oh, man. We're going to hear all about it in this 3-hour run, I think.
too.
All right. We are switching into the second game now. Let's get guys ready to go. We're going to take just a 5-minute break just so Singha and I can, go to the bathroom. and yeah, and get a drink of water.
Oh yeah.
And but before we go, let's say goodbye to Mogenkai. Mogenkai, thank you, man. You're awesome.
No, thank you. Seriously, this was a lot of fun. This was incredible, and I would love to do. I mean, I would love to race in the future. Next one, no matter what you do. And
Let's do it.
likewise as well, I want to commentate again. This is fun, man.
Let's do it. Let's do all that.
Hey, Mark.
Do it all.
Mark.
What?
I'll race you in this one.
Yes. Oh no, not that one.
Some other game. All right.
Some other one, but
Fortnite, maybe.
Fantastic.
All right.
Yes, Fortnite. Thank you, and Milty and Faraz, you guys, fantastic guys. Thank you.
Thanks, man.
I'm going to take a quick break.
All right. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.